fiber optic veins, that same blood and new domains.
Lineage.
FBA coin, you can't chain this change.
Never again.
I don't mind coins, I mind memory. Encoded pain turned into weaponry. From chains to chains, but this link encrypted digital fields where the ledger's lifted. Silhouettes of struggle behind each bite. We write black future in blockchain light. No middlemen, no hand to kiss. Ownership verified, no permission slips. Each transaction, a piece of the crown. Not borrowed, we minted the now. Our freedom finally no longer bound. Now every loss we flip, turn profit profound. Facts. I'm the ghost in the node, the data's protector. Reparations logged in the code is blocked. Every line of code, another padlock pop. Truth decentralized, no masters to serve.
Hold on, everything here, y'all. We about to get to it.
No passport, just pass keys to proof. Our borders are quantum, our values uncouth. While they clutch dollars, we redefine trust with smart contracts built out the dust. The sovereign system that starts with us. No chains on a chain, it's freedom or bust. Unchained. We the posts in the protocol. We the memory that never stops. This is the covenant, not just code. Where diaspora dreams explode. No empire here, just peer to peer. No overseer, we engineer. We Dosbury B.
Crypto crossroads where we rewrite fate. When broken clocks start to calculate. Keys in hand, overseas code. We authenticate what they once stole. Sermons flow through the circuit veins. Ancestral fire in digital chains. This ain't tech, this is prophecy told. On the blockchain, our futures go.
This ain't a hustle, it's generational code. Each wallet a will, every seed a no. Flip cadence like switches, syncopate rage. I bend time on a polyrhythmic page. Legacy store in a keystroke line. Where math meets soul, the numbers align. Allotted trauma, signed and sealed. They can't whitewash what we reveal. From auction blocks to bit locks tight. We broke the chains, now we write the rights. It's sovereignty now, and we type in spite. Encrypted in rhythm, black future in sight.
Crypto crossroads where we rewrite fate. When broken clocks start to calculate. Keys in hand, overseers code. We authenticate what they once stole. Sermons flow through the circuit veins. Ancestral fire in digital chains. This ain't tech, this is prophecy told. On the blockchain, the futures go.
We ain't asking. We folk in the world with a custom path.
All right, come on up in here, get the lights up. We about to get started.
Do the math.
All right, I'm about to get started, y'all. Just give me 1 minute. I'm getting sending out the invites to the family. And yeah, we're gonna do this, man. We're gonna talk about it, man. We're still on the ecosystem. We're talking about building an ecosystem that we can plug into to get out of this rigged system. You understand me? Hopefully you guys can hear me. I was on Ishmael's live last night. We was chopping it up with the family. We about to get into it. So let's get our mind right. Let's get into the right mindset here. I got some new music, hasn't been released yet. I'm sharing it with the family early. Working on another album. Just listen to this. It's gonna get us in the right mindset, and then we're gonna go back to this. How we're gonna build this ecosystem, how you're gonna access this ecosystem, and it's gonna be phenomenal, family. It's gonna be phenomenal. So give me 1 second here.
FBA, we the backbone, y'all. You don't really wanna mess with us.
Come on.
Walk, talk, act like the rest of us. We the architects of rhythm, blueprint in the sound. Every nation on the planet wanna copy what we found. From the field to the court, from the mic to the stage. FBA in the book, they just reading the page. They biting our slang, remixing our drip. Speed up, culture so heavy, got the world doing flips. We the soil, we the root, they the branches at best. If America's a body, then we heart in the chest. Head lives in the church, 808s in the streets. We turn struggle with the hustle, make the bitter sound sweet. From the drum line and war to the snare and the beat. Our ancestors walk with us, every step, every feet. Every chain that they forged, we remixed in the gold. Took the pain, made it flame, now the whole globe knows. From the jazz to the rap, from the blues to the funk. We the blueprint, homie, y'all just building the truck. Fact, you don't really wanna mess with us. FBA be too dangerous. FBA be too dangerous. You don't really wanna mess with us. Talk, act like the rest of us. You don't really wanna mess with us. Yeah. FBA be too dangerous. You don't really wanna mess with us. Talk, act like the rest of us. We the base, we the base, we the foundation. From the Negro spirituals to modern day vibrations. We the style, we the swag, we the walk with the lean. Whole world studying us like a college routine. From the cotton to the culture, from the chain to the chain. Ice on the wrist, now they copy the name. We the sermon in the rhythm, revolution of rhyme. Every bar got a scar, but we make it divine. Who taught the world soul? Who gave it that bounce? Who made pain sound good? Who flipped struggle to count? We did. They steal the dance, it's hard to mix the slang. But can't steal the spirit that's born in the pain. Our story ain't a chorus, it's a whole symphony. Melanin melody, infinite energy. We the drumline of history, the trumpet of change. Every note that we play rearranges the game. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't really wanna mess with us. FBA be too dangerous. Say what? You don't really wanna mess with us. Walk, talk, act like the rest of us. You don't really wanna mess with us. FBA be too dangerous. You don't really wanna mess with us. Walk, talk, act like the rest of us. We the gospel in the grit, we the hood in the hymn. From the cotton gin sparks to the light that don't dim. Break beats father, we the jasmine's child. We the soul in the struggle, turn the pain into style. See the cadence that's bloodline, the vision that's flame. FBA in the roots, you gon' remember the name. Global trendsetters, whole world in our stance. Even Paris got the swagger when we taught them to dance. From the march on DC to the march in the club. From the fist in the sky to the bass in the sub. They can imitate the look, they can copy the tone, but they can't fake the soul. That's a God-given home. Nah, cities, the TikToks, they follow the wave. We the leaders, they the students, every culture we pave. So salute to the ancestors, the past and the present. We the gift to the globe, FBA is the essence. Stand up.
You don't really wanna mess with us. FBA be too dangerous. Come on. Alright, y'all, we about to get into this. Mess with us. FBA be too dangerous.
You don't really wanna mess with us. Walk, talk, act like the rest of us. You don't really wanna mess with us. Yeah, FBA be too dangerous. Say what? 'Cause you don't really wanna mess with us. Walk, talk, act like the rest of us. Stand tall. You don't really wanna mess with us.
Get them likes up, y'all. Come on. Alright, good. Y'all come on up in here. Let's get into it. Get them likes up. We're about to get started, y'all. We're about to get started. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. How's everybody doing this morning? I think it's Friday. I'm pretty sure it's Friday. You know, it's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday morning. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's Friday morning. Okay. Y'all forgive me, man. I'm waking up a little, man. I was up a little late last night. I was running some tests on the coin. And we're going to continue to run these tests until we feel like it's ready. But all I can tell you is everything is, you know, so far everything is passing, and that's a beautiful thing. So, family, welcome to this to today's episode, man. This one right here is not just another podcast. It's a blueprint. It's a roadmap. It's a charge. Okay. Today we're talking about FBA coin, the ecosystem around it, and how we are building Black Wall Street 2.0. But this time on the blockchain, where it can't be burned down, bomb'd, or stolen. Okay. Why does this matter, family? Because we as foundational Black Americans built America's wealth from nothing. Think about that for a minute, family. We put in work. We put sweat equity in, and everybody else benefited but us. That's just really much what it is, man. Everybody else benefited from a system that we built. They locked us out. You know, they locked us out, family. Only to see everything stripped away from us, from Tulsa to Rosewood to Wilmington. Every time we built an economic engine, they just leveled it. They wiped it out. But now we've got a weapon they can't destroy. It's called the blockchain. It's called the blockchain, family. And it's ours to use. And here's the thing, family. We know, salute. We know that fiat currency, we know the currency that we use to get access to the American ecosystem, we know it's failing. We know they're planning to strip it away from everybody. We know they're planning to bring in digital currency. We know digital currency is already here. So we might as well get ahead of the game. What's good, brother? What's good, brother? We might as well get ahead of the game now. Everybody needs to be researching, learning, understanding what the hell the blockchain is and how we can get ahead of the game and start building on it early. See, there's a system that's rigged, and then there's a system that can't be rigged. There's a system that rules change over here. Okay, one day it's working this way, and the next day it's working this way. And it's all based on us. We move that needle on how the system works. You're driving along in the car, you get stopped for a traffic light or a traffic ticket. Next thing you know, they got to remove you from the car. Next thing you know, they want to ask you weird questions. And before you know it, because you're standing on business, because you're stating your rights as a sovereign human being, as an American citizen, you're in handcuffs. You're being mistreated. This is a rigged system. All of a sudden you open up a business, it begins to thrive. Somebody else opens up a business right across the street from you. Their business begins to thrive. But here's the problem, family. Here's the problem. One's YT, one's black. All of a sudden, you get hit with all these regulations, all these weird rules. They downgrade, they upgrade history. They give this one outstanding. They give them grade A quality, and they start downgrading you. They start adding more civil code, more code, more stuff that what you got to do. You got to jump through more hoops. We as FBA, we're just, you know, I think we're finally coming to the point where we're tired of jumping through hoops. I know I am. You know, we got one bank. We all bank with the same bank, but one certain people can get a loan, and certain people get denied a loan. When it comes to opening up businesses, putting together business plans, and trying to get a loan to build a business, other groups are able to get those loans, and somehow we're not able to get those loans. Just for whatever reason. Whatever reason they make up. Oh, there's not enough, or we just don't feel like it. They're never gonna say it's because of your skin color. They're never gonna say that, but we know that's what it is, family. We just know. So we've got a weapon they can't destroy. It's called the blockchain. So let's start with the basics, right? And for the brother that typed in the comments, yeah, I got a slight list, so what? You know, you think you're gonna shame me for that? No, I don't care. So let's start with the basics. FBA coin is not just another crypto project. It's not some meme coin, okay? It's not Dogecoin. It's not Shiba Inu. It's not some outsider coin where we just speculate and making other people, and we just speculate and try to make other people rich. FBA coin is a utility token for us, by us, and for participating in the FBA ecosystem. FBA coin gives you access to participate in the FBA ecosystem. What are we trying to do, family? We're trying to build another system. If we build it, they will come. We need another system. The system that we're in currently right now is rigged. It's designed to put us at the bottom. What is our solution to that? To stay in this system, beg in this system, hope in this system, pray in this system, just wait in this system for something to change and work for our favor. Here's what we do know. Some of us get access to this system. But we usually call those people sellouts. They usually have to do something strange for a little change to move up in this rigged system. They have to be a part of some special interest group to move up in this system. A la boule. They have to in order to move up in the system, you gotta have you have to be extremely talented. That's one. And they gotta be able to have usability. They gotta be able to use your talent to sell product, to sell merch, to push the rigged economy. And in this system that you opt into, that they allow only a few of us to advance in. One of their unwritten rules is you cannot build or help the black community. Think about that, family. We have all these celebrities, all these billionaire people, and we wonder why the hood is still the hood. We wonder why certain communities, our community, doesn't get upkeep like everybody else's community. I'll just say it like that. Because it's rigged. We wonder why a lot of us are struggling, and few of us are able to really enjoy this American dream. But it comes with strings attached, is what I'm trying to tell you, family. It comes with strings attached. There are strings that are attached, okay? And we're not trying to, as FBA, we're not trying to jump through no hoops. We're not trying to do all that. Not anymore. At this point, we're to the point where we're just going to build our own system. We're gonna take advantage of this blockchain and build something better for ourselves. We're going to rebuild Black Wall Street 2.0. Okay? That means when you use FBA coin, you're not just trading digital money. You're locking into a system where every move strengthens us. Think about that. When you use FBA coin, you're locking into a system. You're participating in an ecosystem that strengthens every move. Buy a shirt from muchoart.com using the FBA coin. That's keeping wealth within the circle. Use FBA coin to access FBA media, music, or NFTs. That's ownership that builds value in our hands. We're talking about building an FBA ecosystem where all our FBA businesses benefit. We're talking about building an FBA green book to where we can practice what our brother Foundational American said so eloquently in one of his videos, the 85-15 rule. 85% you need to be spending with FBA. Now what you do with the other 15%, maybe you like Chinese food, maybe you like to get your hair products from a certain area. Well, doesn't matter. Whatever you want to spend the other 15% of your disposable income on, cool. Rock out. You know, spend it with other communities, whatever. But 85%, the bulk, needs to be recycled into our community. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about an FBA ecosystem. Access is simple, family. You set up a wallet, you grab FBA coin on the Arbitrum One, and you're instantly part of something bigger than yourself. No gatekeepers, no banks, no approvals, just us building wealth. That's it. Just that simple. You get access to you get a wallet, you grab an FBA coin, you're immediately part of the FBA ecosystem. The longer you hold that coin, the better it is for the community. When you spend that coin, the better it is for the community. We lock in our wealth into the community. We tie everything in to the ecosystem. We lock it in. It begins to circulate in our community. And guess what, family? Here's the catch. It doesn't leave. Think about that. Think about an ecosystem that you can participate in, and wealth is automatically locked in. It does not escape our community one bit. Hasn't that been the problem, family? $2.1 trillion spending power. Imagine if we locked in 85% of that and kept it circulating in our community, family. Like I said, the other 15%, you do what you want. You do what you want with the other 15%. But 85% of that $2.1 trillion spending power that we have, we lock that in the community and it never escapes. I want you to understand the power in that, family. Let me just slow it down a little bit. Think about that. In other communities, right, wealth generates 1 week, 2 weeks, 30 days. And think of how wealthy these other communities are. Think about the wealth in the community that's locked in for 30 days. We just built an ecosystem, family. We just produced an FBA token that locks in your gain long term. Locks the wealth in the community long term. The wealth never escapes the community. What the world is going on? Think about how powerful that is. Well, wealth does not escape our community. It's just recycled. Boom. And it grows and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And we decide how it's going to benefit us. We could be the first community. Matter of fact, no, we will be the first community that lock in 85% of our wealth stays in our community. Think about that. I want you to let that sink in. I want you to let that sink in. That's powerful. Will we lock in 85% of our wealth and it doesn't escape the community? That's never been done before, family. But we can do it. When I say ecosystem, I'm talking about a living, breathing economy where everything feeds into everything else. Everything's connected. Everything's connected, family. A living, breathing economy where everything feeds into everything else. Businesses that accept FBA coin, merchants giving discounts to holders, NFTs that double as keys, keys to voting rights, keys to special access, keys to ownership. Imagine this. You spend $20 with Mucho Art using FBA coin. That $20 doesn't go into some faceless corporation's pocket. It stays in the FBA economy. That artist reinvests. That business reinvests. That coin circulates. The value grows. Every transaction strengthens the base. This kind of takes on a rich get richer type of mentality, right? The ecosystem keeps getting better and better and better. Think about the system that you're in right now. Does it get better? Does it get better? Or does it kind of get better for a little while, stagnates, then goes down? Gets a little bit better for a little bit, the economy gets a little bit, and then it stagnates, then it drops again. You know, you're always going through this vicious cycle. But imagine an ecosystem, because we're locking in our participation, right? That gets better and better and better and better and better as the wealth continues to pile up and grow. Imagine the country in a deficit, but we're in surplus. Imagine the economy all outside of the economy that they're working in with the fiat currency, that just crashes. But we are still thriving. Why? Because we locked in our wealth already. We're locked into the ecosystem, and the ecosystem is growing. It just continues to get better and better as we lock in gains. Think about that, family. We lock in the ecosystem. Think about that, family. Think about that. And listen, what the same token that built up FBA business is building up the FBA people. Everybody gets to touch it. Everybody gets to benefit from it. And as more and more of us participate in the ecosystem, we all benefit and generate the wealth. Imagine being able to point at a person and they become super successful, uber successful. We're able to change. We're able to create our own FBA. How can I say this right? We're able to create our own FBA powerhouses, FBA dynasties. When the last time you seen a family that was just like a dynasty, like they just have a dynasty? When the last time you seen a family that was like an FBA powerhouse, like they just have their kids get from generate like they become the Hiltons, the Waltons. Think about your family name becoming more powerful than some of these corporations. I'm just gonna say it like that. Think about your family name becoming more powerful than these corporations. We can do that with the FBA ecosystem. Within the FBA ecosystem, nobody can touch us. Nobody can harm us. Outside the FBA ecosystem, we know what's happening. It's a rigged system. The world is against us. It's discrimination everywhere. It's mistrust everywhere. You don't quite know. They make false promises in this system that we're currently in. But in the FBA ecosystem, there is no false promises. The smart contract, as long as you meet the requirements of the smart contracts, you get what's due and you get what's owed to you, and everything's fully transparent and accessible on the chain. There is no middleman that you got to deal with. There is no, oh, what if they change that? What if they change? No. Once the contract's made, it doesn't change. The rules don't bend. The rules don't bend because of your color, because you're a male or a female. No, it's a system that's fair and transparent. And whenever we have a system that's fair and transparent, where the rules are clearly defined, guess what, family? We thrive. We thrive. We thrive. That's what an ecosystem is, family. It's self-sustaining, self-feeding, and self-building. Let's talk about Black Wall Street 2.0. The first Black Wall Street in Tulsa was burned down because they could. They could just, you Negroes are doing too good. We don't like that. We the YT man, and we supposed to do better than y'all because y'all was our slaves. No, we gonna go in there and just mess it all up because we can. Pitchforks, tents, burn it down, everything. The Klan, everything. We're going to wreak havoc in your community because our community is down bad because the system is rigged. It's rigged towards everything's going towards the elites. In the FBA ecosystem, everything is being recycled back within the community. All dollars going in go right back to the very same people that put that put their dollars in there. It's just recycle. It's just like a big recycle. Boom, boom, boom. You participate in the community participates back with you. Okay? They use bombs. They use BOMBs on us, family. They use planes, mobs, government backing. Why? Because they feared our independence. They fear our sovereignty, family. They fear us becoming a sovereign people. They fear us becoming a people that control our own destiny. They fear that. They fear that, family. That's why they labeled our youth the most dangerous people on the planet, pretty much. Think about that. Think about birthing babies into this current ecosystem that we're in right now. This current U.S. economy, and the governments and foreign entities labeling your children, your babies, enemy number one. Because your babies are growing up in a new age where information is accessible like that, and they're not falling for the regular propaganda and witchcraft that maybe some of our ancestors fell privy to. Your babies, your sons, your daughters, enemy number one. Because they're more difficult. They're more difficult, and they won't fall for the propaganda and witchcraft. They stand on business more. They don't know about, a time where they couldn't. All they know is they should be able to, and they will be able to. And they don't like that. They don't like that, family. But the blockchain, and by this time, the blockchain changes the game. That's what it does. It changes the game. You can't BOMB a code. You can't burn digital ledgers. You can't erase what's decentralized across the world. That's why the blockchain is so powerful, family. You can't erase it. That's why Black Wall Street 2.0 isn't just a neighborhood. It's global. It's online. It's everywhere we are. Think about that. It's everywhere we are. And this time, family, it's bulletproof. Black Wall Street, I don't care where you at in the world, as long as you got FBA coin, you got access to the ecosystem. The ecosystem that says, oop, You need a loan? We got you. The ecosystem that says, ooh, you need some products? We got you. The ecosystem that says, you know what? No matter where you are in the world, we got your back. We're not going to abandon you. You're not subject to all these, oh, you left the country? Guess what, man? FBA coin travels with you. You can transfer those coins in and get currency in whatever country you want to. See how that works? FBA coin doesn't leave you. FBA coin rocks with you. As we continue to build the ecosystem, it's just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. See, you thought you thought Black Wall Street was only going to be in certain neighborhoods and in certain towns. No, Black Wall Street 2.0, it's global, family. It's global. It's us being protected. It's us building wealth in our community wherever we are. See, it's us buying back the block in 2.0 fashion. Imagine strolling through a black neighborhood, a foundational Black American neighborhood, and it looks better than an Asian, than a YT, than a small hat. It looks better than their neighborhoods. Why? Because we finally have an ecosystem that cares about us. See, in our ecosystem, we don't have to wait for the street sweeper to come clean our streets. We can clean our own streets. See how that works, family? In the FBA ecosystem, we don't have to wait on the government to give us a handout. We can give ourselves a handout. We can give ourselves a leg up. We have a natural disaster hits. Guess what? We don't have to wait on some mayor, some governor to send in support. We as a community, we as FBA can come in and say, oh man, we're going to protect our people. We can send aid. We can send everything we need because we have an ecosystem that finally backs us up. In this current system that we're in, it doesn't back us up. It backs up everybody but us. We've been watching the government just throw money to these immigrants, man. It's like Ellis Island all over. Think about it. It's like Ellis Island all over again, family. Ellis Island all over again. Where immigrants who come here for the first time get moved to the front. Now we know Trump is doing his job of deporting some of them, as many as he can, yada, yada, yada. But I'm gonna tell you like this: we know if them Democrats ever get in power, we know who's not going to be first. We know who's always going to be overlooked. It's always going to be us. Somebody else is going to be able to cut the line and jump to the front. But in the FBA ecosystem, we're always put first, family. FBA first, FBA first, FBA first. Where our community is always thought about before everyone else's. Matter of fact, we don't think about no other community but ours. Other communities got to take care of themselves. We don't worry about them. We don't worry about other communities in the FBA ecosystem. The FBA ecosystem worries about FBA only. And anybody who participates, who's outside of the FBA, who's non-FBA, and they participate, benefits the FBA ecosystem. They want to be an ally? Let them get some FBA coin. And guess what that money does? It's put it back into our community automatically. Whether they hold it or whether they spend it, it still benefits FBA. So even outsiders can participate in the FBA ecosystem because it stays in our community. That's all we're concerned about. I don't care how many non-FBA owns the coin, because it only benefits FBA. Now, of course, yeah, they can sell their coins, exchange their coins, and make a little currency for themselves and do good. Awesome, great. But it still benefits us. It still benefits the bigger picture and the majority. Family, we understand that the banking system was never built for us. You know, if there's never been a need for decentralized banking, the need is now. Decentralized banking for FBA is so much needed, family, because the banking system was never built for us. We remember the Freedmen's Bank. You remember what happened to the Freedmen's Bank, family? They just came in and took our money, and we could do nothing about it. We got redlining, predatory lending. They've been robbing us blind for centuries, family. But decentralized banking flips the script. With smart contracts, we become our own bank. With liquidity pools, we fund ourselves. With decentralized exchanges, we trade without begging a banker to approve us. Think about that. I can't list all the FBA businesses because I can't say I know them all, but I can tell you that any and all FBA businesses, the FBA coin, we're going to approach, and we're going to make an arrangement to where FBA coin can be accepted. We're just now building this ecosystem, okay? We're just now building it. And as we continue to build, more companies, more FBA-owned businesses are going to opt in. It just makes sense. If you're an FBA business and you haven't opted into the FBA ecosystem, that's crazy, because it benefits you. It benefits us. So we are all FBA-owned businesses are going to eventually adopt the FBA coin. I think once they know about it, it's just a no-brainer. It's just a no-brainer. It's just a no-brainer. You're gonna get access to hundreds and thousands and eventually millions of FBAs who are ready to participate in an economy that's going to benefit them. So once we get our people on the 85-15 mentality, like our brother Foundational American was telling us, man, shout out to that brother again. 85% of your disposable income you need to be spending on black FBA only businesses. 15% you spend on whatever you want, but 85% you need to be spending with your people. That's what the FBA coin is designed to do. It's designed to harness that 85% and pump it back out into our communities. Wherever, think about this, family, wherever we are in the world, because it's global and it's online and it's on a digital blockchain that goes and travels with you any and everywhere in the world. That's powerful. That's powerful, family. That means, let me tell you what a FBA ecosystem and an FBA decentralized system looks like. That means no overdraft fees, no loans deniable, no gatekeepers, just sovereignty, family. Think about how that. Think about a world where no loans denied. Think about a system where there's no overdraft fees. Nobody's gatekeeping you. Nobody's making you jump through hoops to do anything, because it is free and accessible for us. If you're FBA, you get preferential treatment. This is our black privilege right here. We talk about white privilege, man. We got our own privilege. We just created our own privilege. We created a system just for us. We know that other system is created for them. We know that. But now we create a system that's just for us. That's powerful, family. That's powerful. I don't know. Man, it's just powerful. It's true sovereignty. Sovereignty means freedom. Not the kind you sell on July 4th, but real freedom. Freedom to control your money. Freedom to build your institutions. Freedom to govern your future, family. That's what it's all about. Freedom to govern your future. With the 𝗣, family, we decide what gets funded, where we go next, what projects matter. Every vote matters because every coin holder is part of the governance. That's sovereignty in action, family. It's not just about money. It's about a narrative. When you own the platform, when you own the economy, we control the story of who we are. And that's true sovereignty. We can completely crush the stereotypes. First of all, we have the loudest voice on the planet. We have the most influence on the planet. Who's going to out-influence us when we control that already? They can't take it away. See, one thing they can't take away from you is influence, family. They can't take that away from you. We got it. And we've had it. In this system, they were just controlling. They were just guiding it. They were just, exploiting it. That's right. We got all the sauces. Yeah. Listen. When we come out of their system, we take our seasoning with it, family. We take our talent with it, family. And you know what they're going to be left with? Mediocrity. They're going to be left understanding. And listen, we've been arguing back and forth with many people, telling them who we are, how great we are, all the things we contribute, and they just been kind of laughing in our face, acting like it don't mean nothing. But when we build our own system and we exit out of their system, you don't think they're going to miss us? Oh yeah. They're going to realize that, hey man, these brothers was the secret sauce, and we should have treated them better. And because we mistreated them, they built their own system, and now we can't touch it. They can't touch it. All they can do is watch us. All they can do is hate for real. All they can do is try to make everything hard. But we're not in their system anymore, so we can't be. They really can't touch us once we're out of their system. Now we understand they're never going to stop. They're never going to leave us alone, family. We understand and we know that. But they can't. They can no longer co-opt our wealth. Let's dream for a second. Let's just dream for a second. What does the future look like if we build this right? What does the future look like if we build this right? Picture every FBA with a wallet filled with FBA coin. Schools funded by our own blockchain treasury. Businesses launching with FBA loans. No banks involved, family. Healthcare centers funded by liquidity pools. We can create our own free healthcare. Think about that. Houses built and bought with our own coin. You said an FBA paradise. We can create, our communities can be so futuristic. Listen, family, we might be so tired of these people, we might decide to create our own floating island. We just gonna fly up to the floating island and live up there where they can't get to us. Cause we on a floating damn island. And only FBA got access to this floating island. They're gonna be so mad. Oh, they're gonna be so mad. We can freaking build our own dome to protect us. How? Think about that, family. We can build our own goddamn dome to protect us. They can't drop BOMBs anymore because we done built a dome. F y'all. We doing our own thing. Now we can protect ourselves. You know how beautiful that's gonna be? We got our own damn dome. We like, how is this community got their own dome? You mean we can't go over there and rob these niggas no more? What the? They gonna be mad. They gonna be looking at their own government like, why ain't we got a dome? FBA got a dome, we want a dome too. We could build a wall so freaking high, family. We ain't got to deal with no non-FBA. We ain't got to deal with no more of them Africans and Caribbeans no more. We could be like, F y'all, nigga. We on our own floating damn island. Y'all stay down there. We gonna stay up here, and we gonna live like, dare I say it, GODS's. They gonna look at us like the gods are back. Create our own technology. We could start. Listen, we could be the first to use plastic gasoline, family, and just start pumping out a bunch of plastic gasoline gas stations and create the cars that operate them. You understand what I'm saying? We could start our own car industry, fam. I just want us, let's dream for a minute. Let's just dream for a minute. If we build it right. If we build it right. 10 years from now, family, we're not begging for reparations. We're distributing reparations to ourselves through constructive trust, through collective ownership, through blockchain sovereignty. Now, we still gonna get that money. But it's much better to get that money when you already got the money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about you, but I'm tired of begging a system to treat me right that's never treated me right. That's never gonna treat me right. That's still mad about 1865 that we got out of slavery. They still mad. They still mad. They still mad. They call us lazy because we don't want to work for pennies on the dollar. You know what I'm saying? So they bring in immigrants that will. They mad. They mad. Let's be honest. They mad. They mad. They mad. They all the way mad. They know the immigrants will come in and work for. They'll be 10 in a home, lumping up, working for pennies, right? And they mad we won't do it. So they bring in these immigrants, man. But guess what? We don't have to, and we never will. We won't bow down. We just gonna build our own damn system. So just dream for a minute, family. Think about what we can do if we build this system right. Think about your kids. Let's talk about I Have a Dream now. Let's go back to Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream, but let's upgrade it to I Have a Dream 2.0. Where we're not trying to integrate and hold the dominant society's hand anymore. We're not trying to kumbaya with everybody. But now our children are growing up with a sovereign mindset. Family, they're gonna think we're GODs, man. Do you understand what I'm saying? We already are born righteous and embody the true morality that the world needs to adopt. Now we're walking, talking, and living it out in front of them every single day. Family, there's things I can't say on this thing. There's things I can't say on this live. I need y'all to join the Telegram so I can really give y'all the news. So I can really tell y'all the things that we can do. Because we got to protect ourselves, family. But there's things I can't say on this platform, family. If you want to join the Telegram and get the up-to-date information on what we're building, what we're doing, FBA agendas, FBA projects, FBA coin, send me. I think Crypto Stock Markets is in here. Send Crypto Stock Markets a message, send myself a message, and we'll get you access to the FBA coin Telegram. We need to build that. We need 100 people in that Telegram. We need 100 people. We need 100 plus people in that Telegram before we can launch NFTs. We want to launch some NFTs to the family. These are going to be unique and special NFTs that are going to give you special access into the FBA ecosystem and the FBA coin. We need to get 100 people before we can launch this NFT. Okay? I don't know, crypto. I think we need to do something for the family. The first 100 people that get in, we want to do something. I don't know what we're going to do yet. I'm going to talk with I'm going to talk with crypto, and we're going to see what type of prize or recognition or whatever extra we can do, because we need to hurry up and build this FBA coin Telegram. We need 100 people to jump in like yesterday. We got some good things cooking, and we're building an FBA ecosystem that's phenomenal, family. Phenomenal. So listen, the world we're building, anything is possible. Imagine that really being true. The system that we're building, the ecosystem that we're building, anything is possible. We don't listen. I can sit here and imagine all day long, but think about when the youth get a hold of this. Think about when the youth gets a hold of this, family, and what they're going to be able to do. They're already faster than us. They're already smarter than us. They're already more passionate than us. Imagine them growing up in a world where they're freaking living on a fucking floating ass mountain, balling ass out of control. You talk about gold, we got real gold. We got platinum, man, whatever we can build a city of gold, family. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to add too much extras on it, but I'm saying, family, if we build this thing the right way, it's heaven on earth for us. And we can protect ourselves. And they're going to try to figure out a way to hit us, but they won't be able to hit us because everything's on the blockchain. They can't destroy the chain that they're using. They destroy the chain, which they can't. Nobody can. They cut off their money. They cut off their own access. They cut off their own. Are you willing to listen? Are you willing to destroy yourself just to destroy some foundation of Black America? That's what's going to come to. See, it's easy to destroy a neighborhood and then rebuild that neighborhood and just gentrify it. You know what I'm saying? Black people used to live here. Let's just move them out and then build something on. That's what all they. Listen, family. They've been building on top of civilizations forever, and that's why they stopped digging. They don't want. Listen, family. Listen. We got all kind of resources here in America, all types of resources. We probably got more resources than they want to tell you. I'm gonna say we got more resources than Africa. I'm gonna just say it like that. But you know why? You know why they don't want to touch the resources here? Because if they dig deep enough, they're gonna keep finding us. Because all they did was built on top of a civilization. What used to be a pyramid, they just put a church on top of that thing. Boom. They put Washington, D.C., they put the White House on top of something, on top of another civilization to hide it. They got tunnels that dig deep and go down up in there, and they know what's going on. They know. But now we like, I don't care if you don't dig up or not. We gonna build a civilization in the sky. You keep messing with us. We gonna be the real sky people. We gonna be the real sky daddy. He said golf course, man. Yeah, heck yeah, we can build golf courses, man. Heck yeah, we can build a phenomenal golf course. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We can build a phenomenal golf course. And just like they discriminate, We can be partial to FBA only. FBA only. Nothing wrong with that. What's good for the geese is good for the gander. That's all I'm saying, family. That's all I'm saying, family. Listen, there's nothing. I just wanted to dream with y'all a little bit. Just dream with, because understand, we make this all possible. If we build it the right way, we're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. I'll say this again, family. The system wasn't built for us. It was built to use us. It was built to exploit our talents. It was built to keep their foot on our neck. It was built to destiny swap. The system was designed to drain us of all our power, of all our inventions, of all our talent. It was meant to extract the gold and the diamond that's within us. We're the gold. We're the diamonds. We were the first stocks and freaking bonds, family. We were the first Wall Street. They sold us and called us stocks and bonds. Think about that. We were called stocks and bonds before Wall Street was called stocks and bonds, family. But there's always a but. But blockchain. That's all I gotta say. But blockchain. But blockchain. Blockchain gives us a chance to build for ourselves. FBA coin is not just about money. It's not just about crypto. It's about an ecosystem. It's about power. It's about sovereignty. It's about making sure what happened to Black Wall Street, what happened in Tulsa, what happened in Rosewood, what happened in Oscarville, what happened in Wilmington, never happens again. That's what the FBA coin is about. It's about saying never again and meaning it. Imagine saying never again and meaning it. It's about the family code. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's learning smart contracts and auditing now. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, family, all you gotta do is get involved, learn, share, build. Because we're not just talking about coins, we're talking about a future. We can build this thing, man. We can build a phenomenal future, family. We can build a phenomenal future. We are building Black Wall Street 2.0. And this time, and this time, and this time, and this time, it can't be burned down. It can't be blocked. It can't be stolen. We are foundational Black Americans. This is our time. This is our money. This is our sovereignty. And this is our future. We control it. We control it. Uh-oh, we can't talk about that, brother. I see you. I see you, WTF Daily. We can't talk about that. That's why you got to come to the Telegram. If you're not in the Telegram, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, pass your info to your boy, man. Definitely. Definitely. Brother, the future is ours if we build it. The future is ours. The future is ours. But yeah, brother, we can't talk about that online. That's what I'm saying. We can't talk about everything online, man. But they can't stop us. They can't stop us from talking about building a dome, building a wall of protection for our community. Listen, we have a right to exist. We have the right to the so-called American dream, and we can say we don't like the American dream no more. We want our own dream. We want a dream where we have a thriving community, where we are pillars in our own community, where we are policing ourselves. I'm serious about that floating island, y'all. I'm serious about that floating island, man. Listen, if we want to build it, we can build it. Who's stopping us? Especially if we have our own ecosystem. They should, yeah, they are scared. But see, here's the thing. They're scared for no reason. Right? They're scared because they've done so much. They've done so much to us. We don't do anything to them. They're scared because they fear that what they done to us, we are going to do to them. That's their fear. That's not our problem. See, when you do evil deeds, you shouldn't be able to sleep good at night. When you're an evil person, you shouldn't be able to sleep good at night. You should toss and turn and wonder, when is karma going to hit me in the face? Guilt. See, they talk about, oh, we don't want white shame. I don't have no white. Man, listen. Cool. Cool, but you do have shame. You do have guilt. Because you know what your people did to us, and you're always going to be afraid that what you did to us is one day going to swing it back around and hit you back in the face. And that's not our fault. That's not even our desire. That's not even our desire. We don't desire that. We just trying to live. We just trying to get away from y'all. Really, we just trying to get away from y'all tethers and away from y'all haters. We just trying to get away from y'all. We just want to be left alone. We just want to be left alone. Let's bring up some people in the family, man. Y'all want let's chop it up, family. Let's chop it up. Let's dream a little bit today. Let's chop it up. Let's dream a bit. Let's dream of what we can build if we build it right. I have a dream 2.0. Let's dream like that. Let's take Martin Luther King's vision and upgrade it to the 10th power. Upgrade it to the 10th power. My boy Crypto up in here. What's up, Crypto?
Man, what's good, bro? You got me fired up as always, man.
Man, I love it. I love it. I
You
love
know,
it.
I'm glad you doing this. I'm glad you let me be a part of it and be able to push with you. You know, since you first started talking about this, man, this is what we always needed, and I'm glad you being solution based, and you know, I'm glad you out here just putting the word out, man. I really appreciate it. I mean, truly, like this is something that's always been in my head. Like, why can't we just get together, do our own economy, and then with the blockchain, you know, we able to do that. So
Yeah.
salute to you, brother, and keep going. I don't want you to get discouraged or anything.
Brother, we in this.
I get to see everything that you're doing in the background, but truly, man, keep going. Person by person, brick by brick, we're gonna put our economy together. And it ain't just like I know everybody gonna be talking about wealth and everything, but I'm excited about the unity part, man. When I think of the education and us teaching our own, and you know, like how you was talking about the healthcare and all that.
Man, come on.
You was talking about being able to fund our own politicians and all of that through the economy. Man, I'm fired up about that. So I see you every day. I don't want you to get discouraged or anything. Man. Keep going. We go brick by brick, person by person. You know, we gonna have our family.
Yes, indeed. Yes, and listen, family. All I do, man, I'm gonna tell you, man. I don't really watch TV like that. I work 12, 18 hour days. You know, uh, if I'm not working, I'm working for the family, y'all. I'm working for us. This is all I sleep. I eat, sleep, drink. FBA ecosystem, FBA solutions. How can we get ahead, man? That's all I do, family. I don't have a life. I don't really have my life is in this. This is what I do every single day, 7 days a week. My life is in my blood, sweat, and everything is into what I'm talking about, into what I'm doing. I'm always trying to bring something to our family. And listen, I remember December of last year is when everything started. Y'all remember, man, the switch to my content. We went from stomping on these FBA, these non-FBAs, these tethers heads, to someone said we should be thinking solutions. We need solutions. And when y'all said that, y'all really just set me free. Y'all really just set me free. Y'all made it so I can really do what I'm passionate about. I got solutions. And I knew that one of the solutions was definitely the blockchain, was definitely the ecosystem. And guess what? I kept my word. I told y'all we was gonna build it. I told y'all. And look what we did. We built it. It's built. When I tell you, listen, man, the only thing that's taking long right now is because if I'm being honest, crypto markets won't allow me to stop testing. This nigga won't allow me to stop testing. I'm testing this coin, testing this coin, testing this coin, I mean, man, we are making sure that this FBA ecosystem is going to be built right. And I need all of you in the Telegram ASAP. Please get into the Telegram. We need at least 100 people in the Telegram. At least. And then we can get this thing rolling. Once the Telegram reaches 100 people, we're going to release a special NFT that give you special access and privileges to the FBA coin and the FBA ecosystem. And we're gonna. I'm gonna tell you right now, we are gonna do something special for the first 100 people that join the Telegram. The first 100 people that join the Telegram, we're gonna do something special for you. I can't tell you what it is right now, but we're gonna do something special for you because we are so. First of all, we're building something for us, okay? But we're so appreciative that you're joining the Telegram and you're joining the mission and the vision that we have for our community. This isn't no Dr. Umar, we're going to build a school and it's not going to come out till 30, 40, 50, 60 years from now. Or at this time, really, it's never coming out. Let's keep it on. It's never coming out. This is more on some 𝗔𝗯ance𝘂𝘁𝘁. We called a shot and we built a museum just like that. This is more on some, we said we was going to build an FBA coin. We did it just like that. This is that. We say we're building an FBA ecosystem. We're doing it just like that right now. That's what this is. This is talk and doing. This is us saying what we're going to do, being fully intentional and stating what we're going to do, and we're going out and doing what we said. This is integrity. This is how reputations are built. We're going to have a reputation of excellence. You understand? Anything we do for the family, we're going to do with excellence. We're not doing anything mediocre when it comes to foundational Black Americans. We're doing everything. We're doing everything for us and by us. What's going on, Kay?
Peace, peace. Hello, good morning to the family. First off, thank you for accepting your assignment. And The reason why I say that is because I truly believe that this generation right here, and when I say this generation, I mean all of us, Gen X, Gen Y, millennials, Alpha, we have all come here for such a time as this. And I think a lot of us were dreaming in secret. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
us already knew, okay, we gotta start building our own. But there was still too many of us invested, particularly in the political system, which I'm not going to go there. I'm just speaking to a lot of our, especially our women. We're still banking on daddy is going to make it right for us. It
Mm.
took for you know who to get in there to wake us up. It was supposed to happen in 2020, but there was a delay.
Mm-hmm.
But he was always supposed to get in there because it would take for something like that to wake us up out of our slumber. It had to be him. Had to be. Couldn't be nobody else. Otherwise, it would just be business as usual, and we still waiting for daddy to fix it for us. So now that we've gotten our in wake up call, and we're now listening to, if you believe that, ancestors, spirit, God, whatever your belief system is, we are now calibrated with each other, number one, synchronized with each other, and we're now listening to what our spiritual contracts were. And some of you blockchain. That's not what my contract is, but I know I'm supposed to align with groups that understand it because you guys are already doing the work. I'm doing my assignment. I don't have to do that. I can just align and invest with those who are already doing that because that's their assignment. So everybody's going to have a part to play in this. Everybody's going to have a part to play. It's going to
Everybody.
be
Correct.
Everybody's going to be those who doing the FBA coin. I follow a woman, she does the guap coin. We're going to have our own currency because that's what we did before. We've always done this, but we've forgotten. But the good news is that we're not that far removed from this. We were out of our minds because they had poisoned our music, which was our well.
Come on.
Our music was the well that fed us spiritually, and they poisoned it, right? I was telling my cousin yesterday that, for most of my life, I've dealt with mental health issues. Do you know that my mental health has improved now that I've stopped listening to rap music?
Ooh, come
I'm
on.
happier. I'm doing better with my money. I'm managing my money a lot better. I'm not. I've stopped
Yeah.
drinking alcohol. I'm
That's
almost a year free from drinking alcohol now.
congratulations.
No longer abusing substances. All from just the fact that I stopped listening to rap music. All these changes happening in my life spiritually.
I wish
So I
Is
don't.
Ish in here? Is Ish, because Ish, man, listen,
He is in here.
Ish, you should come up in here, man. I mean, there's some things that, if y'all not following my girl Ish, Ishmael, and listening to some
Oh
of her
yeah, I
stuff,
followed her.
when it comes to the music and the sounds that some of the sounds, listen, they understand what sounds causes mental health, if I could say it like that. They
Yep.
understand how to
Yep.
take a music and a genre that was supposed to be empowering us and turn it into something else. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but man, I wish Ish was in here so she could do some teaching on that. But go ahead, Kay. Sorry about that.
No, I started following her because I saw her in here, so I'm definitely looking forward to hearing that. But I don't want to be long-winded, family. I'm just so happy that because we came here for this time. So it's already done. I promise you. The dome. I've seen it in my dreams. I've seen us inside of a dome, protected. I've
Mmm.
seen it.
Look at that. Look at God. Look at that.
I've seen the floating island in my dreams. I've seen it.
Mmm.
It's already done. I
Come
promise
on.
you, it's already done.
Come
So
on.
when you said it, I said, "Oh, I already know. I've seen it already. It's done.
Come on.
It's already done."
A
So
confirmation right
I know we just got new family coming on the panel. I just want to say I'm so excited to be a part. I don't know what was said to you in December, but whoever said that to get you on your purpose, I thank them as well,
there.
and I
Mm-hmm.
thank you all for answering the clarion call and being on assignment. And it's up. It's only up from here, family. I promise you, it's only up from here.
Thank you, sister. Appreciate it. Thank
But if it's okay, I'd like to stay on the panel for a little while longer while I get
you.
my daughter ready for school.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome. Monique. Goddess Monique. What's up? Monique, you there? All right. I'm gonna mute you up, Monique, just a little bit because of the background. I think Monique was tapping the screen and she wasn't trying to really jump on, but she's always welcome on the family. Listen, family, we're trying to build something amazing, man. Listen, man, we're trying to build something pure, something that, man, we've only dreamed of, and it's like we're born in this time for such a time as this. We're born in probably the greatest time in all of our history, because the way our ancestors stood on business, we get a chance to do it all over again. We get a chance to really build the way our ancestors built Black Wall Street. We get to build Black Wall Street 2.0. It's a lot of times a lot of things are built in the natural, right? And we don't fully understand what we're building, so we build the best thing that we can with the tools that we have. But I think we're finally in the time when we actually get to build what's in heaven here on earth. I think we're actually in the time where we get to bring things down that was designed in heaven and now design them here on earth. And we can do that listen, the remnant that the scriptures talk about, they can only be talking about us, family. There's no other group out there that fits the description so close than us. There's no other group that's been mistreated, locked out, put on the back burner. Not because we are who they say we are, but because we are more than who they say we are. And they know it. You don't just label our children enemy number one for no reason. I say it all the time, family. You put a tomahawk in one of our hands, we're gonna take a scalp. You put a tomahawk in a 5'7" Hispanic or red native, you're not really scared. But you put in someone with athletic prowess, the power that we control, the sports that we didn't made it. You put us in a sports arena, it's 10 times better. So just imagine us going up against the British and the French and really giving it to them with just, if we only have bows and arrows, we're going to make them bows and them arrows do what it do. I'm not here to preach y'all about, oh man, man, listen, this is our land. I don't want nobody else's land but this is our land. We built it, we built it, we built it, we built it. It's ours. Our inventions are being used worldwide and global. Our music transcends worldwide and is global. Everybody imitates, walks, talks, acts like us. Because we really got the sauce. Yeah, we got stolen. Listen, no more. How about this, family? No more stolen patents anymore because we put it on the blockchain. How about that? How about nobody being able to steal from us again because we put it on the blockchain? How about that, family? How about nobody? How about true gatekeeping? We can now truly gatekeep our culture and everything because we put it on the blockchain, and we attach smart contracts to it. That's what it's about, family. See, they woke up a beast. Thank you, El. They woke up a beast, family. Listen, they poked the bear. We didn't poke them, they poked us. When they poked me in December and said, "Give us solutions, nigga. Stop talking." Man, thank you. Because I got it. And I don't pretend to know everything. But I know this. I'm gonna run into my tribe, and my tribe gonna build what we need. My tribe is impeccable. Once this is what I knew. Once I found my tribe, it's game over. Once my tribe found me, it's game over. We gonna do something. While everybody's talking, we over here building. We over here putting it down. We over here really stomping on these devils' necks. For real, for real. You understand what I'm saying? We not playing with them no more. We not playing with them no more. Listen, man, when I told y'all we gonna build a dome, goddammit, we gonna build a dome over our community so they can't touch us no more. We tired of these devils. We tired of them. We tired of them.
Sick and tired.
We tired of these people, man. They just won't leave us alone. So now we gotta show them what we gotta show them. We ain't begging. We telling you, and then we gonna put that foot to ash if you keep messing with us, man. We gonna take that Rodney Hennon spirit all the way to the top, man. We no longer gonna allow you to slaughter and unalive our babies. Like I said, man, we will build a freaking floating damn island so y'all can leave us alone and let y'all live down here while we just live up there. That's what we'll do. I don't believe the Terminator is against the Terminator, man. Listen, you want to build technology, we'll take over the technology and flip it on you. You keep messing with us. We really are those people. We really are blessed by the Most High God. We really are the righteous people on the earth. We're not playing. Go ahead, L&M. Go ahead, brother. L&M, go ahead and mute your mic, brother. L&M, you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. But what's going on, man? Top of the morning, y'all, man.
Good morning, brother.
Yeah, man. See, I'm on that now, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling that, bro. And so I'm feeling that vibe. I don't know what part of the state you're in, but your energy travel. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Louisiana. You're in my Louisiana Creole, so I'm deep into the spirit. I can feel your vibe. I don't care where you at. And that's where I'm at now with it. So that's why I'm taking all my resources from Louisiana. I'm in Chicago right now. I'm building me $1 million empire in Chicago through food, through clothes. I got a couple of people on my team already from Chicago. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm putting that together. I'm putting brothers from Chicago. I'm hooking us up from Chicago to New Orleans. I got a thing going. You know what I'm saying? So brother, I got and the brothers down with it on both sides. I thought it would be a little conflict, but I guess a real nigga into play. You know what I'm saying? By me and by me having resources, they all for it. So that's what I'm doing up here. I'm gonna start a new Shailene thing up here. New Orleans, Chicago. We hooking up on some shit. You hear me? That's what we need to do all over. Start connecting the dots. Block everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's chess and monopoly, brother. If you wanna play that there, you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? You really in trouble. You feel me? So that's what's going on right here. I got a little team. Yeah, I got a little team. And if you're from Chicago, you go hear about it. Give me a few weeks. I'm gonna crank this shit up. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
So you bringing that Creole food up top? You bringing that Creole food up top?
Oh yeah, man. I'm the best in this country, man. Can't nobody out cook me. If you from up top, bro, you get dead. And can't nobody up north out cook me and cook me in food in Louisiana. I promise. If you're not, bring $10,000 to the table and we can talk about it. You gotta bring at least $10 grand to the table. You gotta bring it. If you feel like you can out cook me, bring $10 grand to the table, and then we can talk.
Matter of fact, we need some cook-offs like that. I would love to see some cook-offs like that, man, for the family.
Yeah, so you know, and that was going on, man. We got food and clothes. That's what we got to get back, the food and clothes. See, when we take back that operation right there, then everything gonna go fall in place, bro.
Brother, plug in with us, brother, on the FBA ecosystem, man. You got to plug in, man. We got to get you. We're building an FBA Green Book online in the blockchain, brother. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, man. It's simple, man. We don't got to do all that time. I'm not with all that talking, man. You know, I'm glad that we talking amongst ourselves, but all that talking to these Africans and really them people playing psychological game with you. They want
people though. Why not talk to the Africans?
Hold on, brother. We gonna get you, brother. We gonna get you. Just hold on. Go ahead, L&M.
No, I was just saying, but we need to stop talking to the people. I don't like that. We don't got to convince nobody about nothing. You see what I'm saying? I don't believe in talking to president. The people are president to me. Yeah, that's what I said. They third world people to me. First world and third world don't mix, and that's what I stand on. And because the more you argue with them people and try to convince them, that's more information that they get out of you, and they put it towards them. You see what I'm coming from? That's all they do. They love to pick us. They love to debate so they can get information. That's all, man. And I don't know why we be wasting our time. We need, like you said, we need to focus on ourselves. I ain't holding hands with everybody. I ain't trying to put money in everybody's pocket. I'm trying to put money in my pocket, your children's pocket, your grandchildren's pocket. You see? And that's all, brother. And I land my plane with that.
Appreciate it. And listen, family, I always say this, man. Grace and mercy is reserved for us, not for everybody else, man. We need to be more patient with each other. We need to have more grace for each other. We need to love on each other more. And it's not reserved for, see, we extend too much grace and mercy for other groups that don't give us any grace or mercy.
Facts.
When the Caribbeans and the Africans come over here, we love on them too much, family. When the Indians and the Asians and the whites, we love on them too much, family. We really do. And I'm not saying we shouldn't be hospitable. We should be hospitable. But we don't have to be nice to everybody, family. That's not our job.
No, I disagree with that though.
I'm gonna get to you. That's not our job. We've already done everything for them, family. We gave them an avenue and a lane to come here. If we didn't stand on business, they couldn't even get here. But we did that. We gave them the 14th freaking amendment. We gave them freaking civil rights. What more do we owe them? We owe them nothing, especially when they come over with the mentality to take our resources. Especially when they come up with the mentality thinking that they original because they 100% Apple, whatever they think. Man, that's insane. We are the essence of humanity, family. We are the true righteous people on this earth, and we got the proof. We got the receipts. We're not just saying that we're them people. We got the receipts that we're them people. All you got to do is ask, where are your heroes at? And guess what? Crickets. Where are your heroes that transcend globally? And guess what happens? Crickets. We have the heroes that transcend globally, family. Everybody talks about our Martin Luther King, our Malcolm X's, our Frederick Douglasses. Everybody talks about us. We don't even know who their heroes are. We don't even know. They can mention them and we'll be like, who's that? But you mention one of ours, everybody knows who ours is.
They got Mandela.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but they got issues with Mandela. They don't like Mandela. They don't even like Mandela. They had a Marcus Garvey, and they didn't even treat Marcus Garvey right. You know what I'm saying? They could get nothing. They got nothing popping in their homeland. They waited till they got over here to try to get something popping only for themselves. And let me rephrase. Let me say it again. They only got it popping for themselves. They left a people to wallow in nothingness.
All right, let me talk real quick.
I'm gonna bring you up right now, brother. I'm bring you up right now. I just want to finish this point, and I'm gonna talk to you. Okay. We need to keep our grace and our mercy for each other. Men, be more patient with women. Women, be more patient with men. Men and women, be more patient with your children. We reserve the grace and mercy for our community. We don't have to extend that to any other community. I don't even think the Most High told us to extend any grace and mercy for other people but ourselves. Somebody who's a scholar with the scriptures, you can show me wrong. You can show me otherwise. But I don't even believe the Most High told us to extend grace and mercy to them. But one to another, yeah. Love one to another, of course. Yeah, that's what I know he told us to do. Love one another like we love ourselves. Love for the brethren. Who's the brethren but us? Go ahead, Sion. What's how you say your name? Sion Lee.
Yeah, you said it right. All
Okay.
right, so you're gonna find this funny, but I recently changed my mindset because I used to be pro African American, like yeah, fuck the Africans, fuck the Caribbeans, fuck all of them. But I recently changed my mindset, and you got to. I'm telling you, because we
Hold on.
really
Are you a foundational Black American, sir?
yeah, no. If you want me to be honest, I'm more Gullah. I'm Gull,
Okay.
or some people like to say Yemenis. So yeah, I got ties along the 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝘁 River, but
You don't have
I
any
did
immigrants in your background? Any immigrants in your family tree?
nah, none at all.
Okay.
All right,
I'll hear you out,
but
bro.
the reason, but I did join the military, so I got to you feel me talk with other people. Uh, but like I was gonna say is I changed my mindset. I'm not African American no more, bro. I'm Black, bro. So whenever I see a Black brother, African, Caribbean, Dominican, Asian, I see them as me. I'm no longer having that mindset of no, y'all can no longer come in our community because we won. And until we have that mindset, they're gonna continue to pick us off, bro. It's funny because like me and them white boys used to talk all the time, and they tell me all the time, bro. It's an old ongoing war, bro. And Black people just lost within it. We killing y'all ass off, and we gonna continue to do that. If we continue with that mindset that we African Americans and that we the greatest people, we gonna die off fast too. We gotta have that mindset that we the like back then they used to identify us as curly haired people, but we gotta have that mindset. We are dark, bro. Are the melanated people. We are the same thing as Africans, regardless if we want to accept it or not. We the same thing as them agents you see, them all them indigenous people. We the same thing. We literally immigrated from Africa before everybody, taught everybody. We literally the same people. We African Americans. Yeah, we own China. Yeah, we own Europe. We own all that shit because we the one we built the foundation behind all that shit. That's us. So whenever we speak on being indigenous, remember it came from Africa at the end of the day. Pangea, Africa. So we gonna always have that title, African. But real shit, we all Black, bro. And you gotta have that mindset, bro. Regardless if you fuck with them or not, they can still bring some type of value to you. And
Let me
most of them boys don't even they fuck with us hard as fuck. They fuck with us more. You feel me? Better than some of the hood dudes fuck with me. So I kind of disagree with what you saying. Don't allow them into our community.
so
No, we
you
need to
were in
bring
the
the ass in
military,
at a rapid
right?
pace.
So
Oh, go ahead.
I
you were in the
just, I
military, right?
just,
Go ahead. Hold on. I'm gonna let you talk to me. You were in the military, right, Sion?
I was, yeah, I did 5.5 years.
How old are you, sir? You sound like a young
I'm
man.
I'm 25.
Yeah, you sound like a young man. You sound like a young
Yeah.
man. And I truly hear what you're saying, brother. And I got one of my best friends went off to the military, and you know when he came back, he got friends he got friends all over the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? Black, white, Hispanic, Asian. You know, them are his buddies now, and I understand that. You know, those are bonds that can't be built and are not easily broken. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Those are amazing bonds when you travel over the world and you find your brothers and y'all got a common goal and y'all in that that foxhole together and y'all complete a mission together and y'all save each other and watch each other back. That's a beautiful thing, brother, and there's nothing wrong with that. And we're not talking against that, brother. But I want you to understand some things, brother. Okay, I want you to understand some things. You know, that's out there, but now we're back in civilian land and we're back to what's really going on. I hear
Yeah.
what you're saying, and I understand you want to extend love to everybody. I understand that there was a time when we as foundational Black Americans looked at everybody like us. We identified with everybody that was Black. But I want you to understand that that's not going to serve you. That's not going to serve. That mindset is actually going to harm you more than it's going to serve you because it's going to allow you to bring people close to you who really don't feel the same way you feel. See, you may feel this way, and there's nothing wrong with feeling that way. There's nothing wrong with feeling that way. There's nothing wrong with extending your love to people, right? But those same people that you think got your back, you're not at WAR no more. You're not in the foxhole no more. Now you're back in society where there's politics at play.
Yeah.
Where you're open yourself up to a lot of things, and you don't want to bring that back to your community because what you can bring back that's non FBA can harm us. Look at what happened to Brother Malcolm. He was able to be infiltrated by his own people.
Yeah.
Look at where we have Caribbeans. if we remember Clubhouse, we always knew that Africans were acting a little bit differently towards us, but we didn't know it was all of them. We didn't know, and it's not all of them, but we didn't know it was as many as we thought. Here's what I can tell you: the great thing the internet has done. The internet has done this for us. It's allowed people to express themselves in ways they wouldn't express themselves if they were sitting right in front of you. Do you understand
All
that?
right. Now I'm gonna say this too. Just like how you got African Americans that be like, yeah, man, Africans, man, we don't want them in our communities. All right, it's vice versa too. Not all of them are same because when you look at Africa now,
No, we don't
they
look at
all
them.
united. They getting rid of the subtitles like Nigeria, Burkina Faso. They getting rid of all that and uniting slowly. So with that being said, to get to your point, they do accept us. They want us to come back. You can look at videos of mad communities throughout Africa, except like Morocco, all the ones that got colonized and full of white folks. But the ones who full of black folks, they telling us to come back. They telling us to, you feel me, invest in the land. They can also got resources they can bring here.
Come
They
back,
telling us this. We just denying
invest,
it.
man. Are you serious?
And it depends
Are
what
you
you
going
watch.
back?
You gotta watch what you look at, man, because you can
Are you
see.
going
Just let
back?
him just you people what I figured out about people like him is that they are misinformed. A lot of people
Very
like him are
misinformed.
misinformed.
Are you?
His in,
I
his
wonder if he going
intentions are
back.
good. His intentions are great. His intentions are great, but they're misinformed, and it's clear that he is
It's not great.
misinformed, and that's okay. Like
It's detrimental.
that doesn't mean I understand what you're saying. I
I
agree
don't
that
believe I'm
that's
misinformed.
detrimental to our people. But what I'm saying is, well, hold on, let
I
me
believe.
hold on, sir,
Oh,
hold
go
on,
ahead.
sir, hold on, please. Because I'm really, because when I came up here, I was ready to go, and then I had to really understand. Like, you're 25 years old.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
young.
you're probably the youngest person on this panel. Okay, so respectfully, like the great thing about, and I spent 10 years being a teacher, and one of the things that I realize is about the young people is that they have all these great ideas and aspirations, and they say all these great things, and those things are great. Nothing that you're saying is necessarily um, morally wrong. What you're saying is great in terms of creating relationships with other melanated people where we can overcome certain things. But what we're saying to you as older folks is that that's already been done before, right? That's already been explored. That's already happened. We have already taken those initiatives. And what we have found is that it sounds nice and it sounds cute, and it sounds idealistic, but what that ideology in on paper is not the same in practice. And there are people that are older than you on this panel and people older than you in general who have already done what you're saying, and it has actually been to the detriment of Black American people, which is why we are separating from these people. It's not because we don't care. It's not because we wish them ill. It's not because we hate anyone. It's because we have tried to help other groups. And what's happened is we have not received reciprocity. You cannot ally with people who do not respect or feel that you deserve any reciprocity. And so this is why we're here right now. You think Black Americans started off with just wanting to be separate from Africans? No, for a very long time, a lot of us thought that, Africa was the motherland, and we're gonna team up against the YT people, and we're gonna overthrow YT supremacy. We thought that for a very long time, and we actually took the initiative to do that. We sent Tuskegee Airmen over to Ethiopia. We rallied during apartheid in South Africa. We've done so many things for the people over there on that continent. But the reality is that Africa is made up of 54 countries, and out of all of those 54 countries, there is not infrastructurally a stable network of unity over there on that country. And if it's happening, it's just now happening. Respect to the Burkina Fasoans, respect to the South Africans getting the Afrikaners out of their country because they should getting them out of their country. I fully support that. But as far as using my people for their plights, I'm no longer with that because we've been doing that and we've been getting disrespected. These people are on the internet joking about using our children for money rituals. These people are in politics talking about they're going to get rid of Black History Month. These people, reparations task force, talking about reparations should be for everyone, including the people who sold their men, women, and children to YT people. So no, No, we're not teaming up with them. That time is over. We're done with that. Now, if you as an individual young man want to do that, that's your prerogative. I don't personally believe that when another Black American disagrees with me on a point, that means that I have to call him a tether, or that means that he's not. You can disagree because you see it from a different vantage point. So I can respect that you see it from a different vantage point, but we are not those people and they are not us. And the reality is that we've spent over 50 years trying to help them, and they have literally spit in our faces. They have literally undermined us politically, economically, socially, etc. And we're done. There are a lot of us that are done. So if that's what you want to do, I support you. I support you in all of your endeavors as a young Black American man. And I don't want to be disrespectful or pejorative to you, but just respect that there are those of us who did do that, and we're tired of the bullshit. We're not doing it anymore.
Hey, young blood, man to man, right? Because age ain't number the number. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be 25 and have a 50-year-old mind and be 50-year-old with a 25-year-old man.
Yeah.
So man to man, I'm going to ask you something. I said, where your lineage from?
My people from America, from Georgia, Savannah.
Like your grandma, your great-grandparents,
Yeah,
like your lineage.
it go deep.
Huh? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah. My great
Speaking to the mic a little bit more, you sound a little bit muffled, Sion.
I say, yeah, it go deep. I'm from America. I'm African American. I got no African go. That's way back there. I got no history on there.
Well, you got so how you ever American if you don't got no history from America?
Well, I don't know my history there. I just know all my history in America.
Right. So I don't know if you heard them saying it ain't where you're from, it's where you at. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
So I feel like that should be our concept. Fuck where you're from is where you at. We over here now.
No, so I believe we should believe in numbers, man. We gotta believe in strength in numbers. As
Listen,
we know, we
you ever
got
seen
the
the movie
biggest
300? You ever seen the movie 300? You ever seen the movie 300?
Yeah.
Right. Promise, that's us. That's us. That's us, brother. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's us. That's how I look at us.
But
That's
imagine this, bro. Because I hear what they saying, but it's a new generation. See, the 30-year-olds, the 40-year-olds, they couldn't make a change. We gotta continue to come up with different ways and different concepts. But you hear me out though. Imagine blacks,
But you can't say that
we
the
not
30 and
African
40-year-olds
American no
didn't
more,
make a
and we
change,
unite
sir. The 30
we
and
unite
40-year-olds are the
throughout
reason why
Africa.
you're here.
Throughout
So
America,
you can't say that.
both Americas, and we just bring together one, integrate both of our, you feel me, integrate everything we got, our culture, everything. Because if you ask me, she speak on sellouts, and we bring in Black African sellouts, but our own people selling us out. Look at NBA YoungBoy. Look at our politics.
Okay, so first of all, stop.
Sound like you're not from here, bro.
Stop.
I ain't gonna lie. I can hear your voice.
That's weird. And let me just say,
I'm
first
being
of all,
honest with you, bro. You don't sound like
one
you're
of the
from
problems,
A lot of people
one of
tell
the
me
problems with the younger,
here. You're not from here, bro.
with the younger
I am.
generation,
You're not from here.
is that y'all
He's an
will say
imposter,
things like
excuse me,
the
mom.
30 and
I want to say
40-year-olds
something.
did.
Get up
Hold
back.
on,
He's an
hold
imposter.
on. Yeah, I'm just trying to respond to what he just said, because that's a problem amongst a lot of the young folks. Y'all don't get to be 25 and 21 years
He's
old
an
talking
imposter. You're
about
talking to an
30
imposter, baby.
and
That's what I'm
40.
trying to get you to understand.
No.
30
But you
and
gotta
Talking to an
hold
imposter.
on, sir.
listen. The reason
Hold
why
on,
all
hold
our
on, sir.
great empires
Let me
fell
let me
is
just finish
because
what I'm saying.
China, the
No,
Asians, the
Gentlemen,
Mongols, the
respect the
Europeans,
lady speak.
they all
Gentlemen, be
united against
respectful
all
to the
the
lady.
blacks
Okay, hold
Yeah,
on.
and
just
destroyed
let me
our
finish what
everywhere.
I'm
All
saying.
of
Let
that.
me
Hold on.
let me
They
finish what I'm
they
saying. Let me
realized
finish
that
what I'm
because you
saying.
hear
Hold
people in
on.
the
I
upper
don't want
No,
to
class
make
hating
no,
on
anybody.
others.
no,
Listen to
no.
me.
Let
This
me
is the
finish
host.
what I'm
Everybody
saying.
calm down. Hold on real quick, Ish. Let me just get control of the room real quick. Listen, this is the host, okay? We need to talk one at a time. We need to respect each other. I want to hear everybody's talking point, but we can't hear if y'all talking over each other, okay? Let Ish finish. She's the mod on this account, okay? She's the moderator. She has the right to talk. All my mods have a right to speak, okay? They get privileges, okay? So she's a mod. Let her finish what she has to say, and then you can go back. I got some things I want to say. I'm just holding it. I'm just holding it, brother, because I want to give you the game, brother. I don't see. Here's the thing: if you're a young brother, I owe it to my FBA family first, but I don't care if you're African. I'm gonna give you the game if you're a young brother because I'm a man, and I want you to succeed in life. So I want to
But
get
you're not
you
one of us,
straight on
brother.
some things. I want to get you some strength. I want to get you straight on some things because I have a
But you're
heart
not
for
one of us,
you.
hoes.
I understand.
No,
He might not be. He might not be.
he's
We
not
go.
one of us, bro.
We go.
He not.
We gonna
Y'all can
get to
talk
the
to
bottom
him,
of
but I'm done. I hear what I want to hear. He's not one of us.
Okay, good. But I want Ish to finish, and then I would definitely want to holler at this brother, man. I want to holler at this brother. But go ahead, Ish. Go ahead.
Yeah. So one
Brother,
of the
that's
things
not
that
your brother.
I can't. One of the things that I cannot stand when people say this is the 30 and the 40-year olds didn't do anything, and so we have to do it. I don't know what you think this is, or I don't know if you didn't get your ass whooped when you was growing up by granny or whatever, but that type of shit, y'all got to stop saying that, because the 30, the 40, the 50, the 60, the 70-year olds and the people who are now ancestors are the reason that you even get to open up your mouth and say crazy ass shit like that. Please don't ever disrespect the elders. Don't ever disrespect the OGs. Don't ever disrespect the people that came before you, which are the reason why your ass is not in chains. They are the only reason. Okay? They have done things and have had to endure things that you will never have to endure, and it's because of that you will never have to endure them. So let me just keep that at the forefront of this conversation for everyone. Okay? But I'm directing it towards you because you said it out of your mouth. And that should never be said. One of the saddest things I ever heard as an educator, as a Black woman who's also a mother, having this said from other people's children, is I am not my ancestors, blah, 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 blah. No, I am my ancestors. If you think my ancestors weren't beating these people's asses, if you think that they were not rebelling, if you think that they were just lying down and taking it, something is seriously wrong with you and you have been indoctrinated.
What
Stop saying that.
if you
Please
are
go
your
on mute.
ancestors? Where
Please
you
go
come
on
from? Where
mute.
you
Please go
originated
on
from?
mute.
Where
Go
your
on mute,
people
sir.
originated
Please go
from?
on mute.
You proving my point of
Please
you
go on
being black.
mute.
You black.
Please go on
Accept that.
mute. Go on mute. Thank you. I am a Black woman. I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to, but I am. My mother is Black and my father is Black. Both descendants of U.S. chattel slavery, and they would slap the shit out of you or anyone for saying otherwise. So please don't go there with me with the colorist shit. Do not. I'm telling you something that's based off of principality. When we have young people walking around talking absolutely fucking crazy, saying shit like the elders, well, the elders didn't do anything. Really? They were getting hosed down and dogs sicked on them and hung from trees and having their children fed to alligators, and you telling me that they didn't do anything for you and you get to walk the streets without having to deal with that? Stop playing with me. Stop playing in my face. Stop saying that weird ass shit because it's not true. The second thing that I want to say, and then I will land, this whole, well, we're not unified over here. Black Americans have been the face of freedom and liberation movements for 400 years. We have done more work than any other melanated group, and not just for ourselves, for other melanated groups. And I can give receipts for this. So anyone running around trying to talk about you see people in the comments talking about Bloods and Crips and all this weird ass shit. That does not compare in any way, shape, or form to entities like the Black X gang and all of these other criminal enterprises that are running rampant over there on that continent. So please miss me with the bullshit. Okay? That is that's less than 5% of our population. And yes, we do in fact have raccoons, but they are not by any means the staple of our community, nor have they ever been the staple of our community, because it stands to reason, and the receipts show that we have been the face for liberation movements for over 4 centuries. So stop with the bullshit. Stop it. And for those of you who don't know, my people are from Mississippi. I am 2 generations removed, and I am a direct descendant of those born in the Devil's Punch Bowl. So I have every fucking right to comment how I want to comment on this particular topic. Stop disrespecting the ancestors and their sacrifices. They bled for you. Their bones lie beneath the killing fields of this country for you. So don't you ever come out of your mouth and say they didn't do anything. How dare you?
Okay, let me say this to the young man. Okay, let me say this. Listen, brother. You're 25, but I want you to understand. I want you to understand something. When you're saying that the 30s and the 40s haven't done anything, I want you to understand that, you know, contrary to what you may believe, turning 18 and turning 25 doesn't define you as a man. Most people don't become men. See, to become a man, you have to go through things. You have to suffer. You have to fail. Failure makes you a man. Learning from your mistakes makes you a man. You haven't been around long enough to reach manhood, the rite of passage is what I'm saying. Most people, when you hit 40 years old, that's like a moment of clarity. That's really when you really, around 35, 40 years old, if I'm being honest, that's when you really become a man. Because you done did it all, you done tried it all, and you're still here. Some people don't even make it to manhood. They get unalive before they become a man. Experience isn't the best teacher. Experience can unalive you. You can learn a lot from listening to the elders, listening to others. My dad used to tell me this all the time. Don't be no crash dummy. Experience can unalive you. Learn from people who already done it, so you don't have to make the same mistakes as them. See, most people, when they hit around 40 years old, for me, between 40 to 60 is when you really get into wealth building, when you really generate your wealth. You think you're making money in your 20s, you're not. You think you're making money in your 30s, you're not. But when you hit 40 to 60, it's like something just kicks in and say a sense of urgency just automatically comes to you, and you're like, man, I got to turn this thing on. And now you have the tools and the maturity to handle it because you went through all the immature trials and tribulations. So manhood in your 20s, I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'm not a fan of it because I haven't seen it yet. Most women are complaining about men in their 20s. And then that projection is on all men because they don't understand that the way to become a man is you start out as a boy and you kind of stay in that stage for a long time. You kind of stay in that player stage, that nothing really matters stage. But then all of a sudden your maturity comes. See, what I had the best thing I could say that my father gave me. Well, I didn't grow up with my father. My father was already a mature man when he had me. My father had me at 39. So he did all these childish things and got through all that stuff. But when he had me at 39, I had nothing but guidance from a man. That's a big difference. That's why, some people don't believe like me, but I'm a big fan in waiting until your 30s and your 40s to get married and to have children because your children are going to get the better version of you because you failed already. Some people think, yeah, man, you want your kids to grow up with you and they see you fail and they see you overcome. That's cool too. But there's something about having a man or even a grandfather. Grandfather and grandparents, they're actually looked up even more than their parents are because the grandparents are mature already. People love their grandmother. People love their grandfather because guess what? They're no nonsense. They're going to tell you what the world really is. Yeah, grandparents are the best because they're mature. They give the best guidance. So I hear you, young man. You're 25. You're full of passion, you're full of vigor. You may be FBA, you may not be FBA, but you've still got a lot more growing up to do. Those are rash words to use when you haven't been there and done that, when you're only 25 years old. And I'm not putting you down for your age, brother, because I want you to succeed. I want you to be a purposeful man. That's what I desire, that all children, all young adults become purposeful, because once you find purpose, you found everything. Your only job right now between the ages of 18 and 29 years old is to figure out your superpower. The moment you figure out your superpower, that's everything. And then you take that superpower and you turn it into currency. And then you take that superpower and that currency that you're generating and become valuable. And once you become valuable, you don't have to chase currency anymore. Currency will chase you. That's the game. In your 30s is when you become a leader. That's when you learn leadership. So you haven't even got the leadership yet, young man. You're still in the figuring out what your superpower is. So for you to say all these things at 25, not that you're not able to, not that you don't see things, because it's not really not a timetable on this, okay? It's really not a timetable, but there's early bloomers, there's late bloomers, and then there's right on, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not downing you because of your age, because you could be smart and you can be intelligent, but right now the things that you're saying are not very intelligent. You're talking out of your youth, out of inexperience. You're not talking from.
I would just say uninformed.
But that's what he was taught, brother. He was taught that. He was taught that, bro. That man an African, bro. What's wrong with y'all, man? No disrespect to everybody. What is wrong with y'all, bro? That dude not one of us. Fuck him. Y'all want him out here try to cater to a fucking African. They can plan on y'all like he's one of us. Man, what's wrong with y'all, man?
I think he might be, because a lot of Africans are listening in and they're saying, they know what gullah is. They heard gullah so many times.
Man, fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him and where you from, nigga.
I got
Real
you.
rap,
Hold
you
on,
my brother. Fuck him.
I got you, brother. Hold on, brother.
Fuck him.
Hold on, brother. But because I can't be sure, I'm still going to treat this brother like a brother, because I'm not sure. And I don't, and listen, I don't hate Africans. I don't hate Caribbeans. I just understand that, hey man, this is FBA. This is the side I'm on. And
It's too much. This is what I want you to see though. The whole room got set different since he been up here.
Yeah.
We was all on our movement power, and it's the same shit that keep separating us, because we got to take the time to entertain and shit. That's part of the reason why it's like, everybody, let's meet in the Telegram so that way we could talk family business. We don't really got time to be going back and forth with somebody about, he said going back to Africa, so obviously he must be from Africa.
That's where that nigga from, man. I ain't about to give this nigga my time and my energy. All with a head with a timing hoe. I'm not playing. I'm not gullible like that. I'm not friendly like that. I'm killing I'm unaliving babies and all. I don't care about none of them. That's how serious I'm about my people. Not doing none of that what y'all doing, man. I love y'all. And the hell with the rest. And if you done with them, the hell with you too, bro. Real rap.
Man, look, I only got one beef, and that's with white people, bro. I see my brothers as my brothers. So if you want to say I'm FBA, say whatever you want to, but I'm black, bro. And it's funny that you can't even tell if I'm African and black. So you just proving my point. And I do want to make one more point before I hear an accent, bro. I do want to make one more point. We can't forget that we taught everybody, bro. Like literally, we integrated, we built, and we taught. We always bring up slavery and make that our standpoint and our building ground. No, nigga, like before that, nigga, we was traveling, bro. We was everywhere. We taught Vikings how to be civilized. Where you think that come from? You think we just spawned in America? Hell no, nigga. We came from Africa. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So don't forget that. Now, if your people strictly came from slavery, let me ask you this: you're a new generation or American. I don't know what to say about that.
Sion, can you prove that you come from Africa, brother? Can you prove it? Do you have any receipts or paperwork to prove that you're from Africa?
I'm gonna prove it. Let me prove it. I'm gonna prove it with words.
No. I'm talking about proving with receipts, brother. I'm talking about receipts. Like, what's your genealogy?
Well, I know.
Well, what language do you speak?
I know it's over a billion black folks in Africa. So I'm just going off that. It's over a billion.
What African language?
Brother, that's your youth talking. I'm talking about actual receipts. See, I have receipts that I'm not African, brother. I have receipts.
I'm with L&M on this one, man. We wasting our time on that.
Yeah, I agree with Bertho.
I'm gonna go, peace. I got no beef with y'all. I like what y'all got going on. I just came here to get an understanding. You feel me? Hey, look, hey, brother, I got no beef with you. You disrespect me. I still see you as my brother. At the end of the day, if you believe I'm African or American,
I'm not your brother. I'm not your brother. I'm not your brother. I will never be your brother.
I'm trying to
unalive you, bro.
I don't give a fuck if somebody come speaking goddamn African, bro. If some shit pop off in America and they get to slaying our ass again, you better look towards every black motherfucker you see as your brother. If not, we gonna die with them weak numbers. And they gonna start killing our ass too.
But people,
We ain't gone yet. We ain't had no help from no Cubans, no black immigrants, no Jamaican. No, we ain't gone yet. So we don't need you, bro. We don't need y'all. You can tell that shit to somebody else. Then I tell you about the movie 300. You can't fool me with that. I'm gonna Louisiana soldier, a real warrior, where all the leaders came from. All your top leaders came from Louisiana. All of them. Do your homework. So I'm one of them, right? That just flows my bloodline being a leader. You can't play me. You tell it to these niggas up north. I ain't with all that. I'm from the south. We ain't friendly down there. Period.
yeah,
I'm from the north, and I'm just as militant as you.
Yeah, relax on that north stuff. Like we all got
But hey,
to the south. I'm
listen.
just like
What's the
no.
young man's name? Oh, he gone. He gone.
I
I was
said
gonna
yeah,
say,
he left everybody here. But I'm
he
like
gone. Okay,
I'm like this, y'all.
I'm
I'm
gonna go back on
always
mute.
going to extend grace and mercy to our people. Whether they're young and they need, especially the youth, because they need guidance. They need guidance. We are the ones to guide them. I'm gonna say that this is by KRS-One. It's not by me, but it's true. But it's true. And we know KRS-One is not an FBA, but it's true. He said this. He said, young people need to listen to older people, and they'll run faster amongst younger people. Older people need to listen to younger people, and they'll run faster amongst older people. I truly believe that. We have to restore the house of mothers. We have to restore the house of builders. We have to restore the house of elders. And we have to restore the house of youth. That's how we got to move. That's how we're moving forward in this Black Wall Street 2.0, in this blockchain 2.0, in the FBA Constitution, in just the future. We have to restore rites of passages so men know when they are men, and or boys know when they are men, and girls know when they are women. We have to restore those rites of passages. We've lost those things. We've gotten away from those things. And now we have a bunch of people thinking because they turn an age that they have a right to speak and move and do things that they're not even qualified to do. We have to qualify we have to go back to qualifying everything, and we have to go back to truly leading by example, not hiding behind the mantra, do as I say, not as I do. We have to show them and model them what we've been saying and what we've been talking. That's what I truly believe in. So yeah, family, I'm always going to be patient with the youth, man. If I can give them some game that's going to help them grow up and help them mature, I owe that to them. We owe that to them. It's not always about that drunk guy on the corner that's giving everybody the game, but yet he got them drugs and them alcohol in the system. So we already know what not to do. We need to show the youth what to do. We need to show them, not just tell them. That's all I'm saying, fam. So I'm always going to take that time, and I'm going to try to pour into the youth and give them the game. Whether they listen or not, I'll tell you this. A lot of times the youth don't listen, but they do remember. They do remember. My dad taught me many things that he probably thought I wasn't listening to. It took me growing up and realizing that everything my dad told me was the real game. As much as I tried to defy it as a kid, I realized, man, my dad was right, man. My dad never lied to me. I can honestly say my dad never lied to me. He didn't give me the Easter bunny. He didn't give me Santa Claus. He never lied to me. Everything he tried to tell me was for the betterment. And I just want the young people to know that that's what the elders do. That's what we do when we see young people and young men and young women. We're only trying to give y'all the game so y'all can thrive out here and not have to suffer through the many potholes and landmines and mistakes that come with living this life. So
Can I
Monique or
speak when you're done, host?
yeah,
Oh,
go
okay.
ahead. Go ahead, Ken.
I was just going to say, I'll be very, very quick, Monique. I applaud the young man. I think he is one of us. I applaud him for being as passionate about that purpose as he is, because the other side of it are the alphabet, the Y and the whatever that people are constantly berating or saying that they're out there tearing up the community, right? So that's the other side of it. So I applaud his passion. I know that we have all, some of us haven't been as fortunate as the host that have both, a father figure, but I know we've all been young and loud and wrong, right? So I think we should give a little bit more grace. I think the host for doing that. I think Ishmael for doing that, for giving him the young man grace, because being young and loud and wrong is a thing, and I'm happy that he's passionate about that because I was at one point a diehard Pan Africanist. The other thing I wanted to say quickly is something that I really it just hit me when crypto market said it. We were in here dreaming. We were in here talking about domes. We were in here talking about floating cities. I mean, we were really in here bringing 5D down to 3D. And then we had someone come in here and say, but what about everybody else? I'm
Right.
from Brooklyn, New York, and I realized one of the things that threw off Black Americans is our acceptance of everybody else. That's the one thing I really, and me and my friends who are FBA, we've been talking about this for the last couple of months. Like, yo, what happened to us? And all of us draw the conclusion that once we became, oh, what about everybody else? The West Indians, the Africans. Once it became about bringing everybody else in, it threw us off. So he came in here talking about, well, what about everybody else? And it put everything to a stop. We stopped dreaming, and it cost us about 40 minutes of building him talking about, but what about everybody else? I just wanted, crypto market said it. I just wanted to expound on it so we can really start taking a look at it. It went from us building and dreaming. He came in here and said, yeah, but what about everybody else? We stopped dreaming and building just to defend ourselves and say, no, that's not the way. And I think that's what's been going on with us. I think that's what's been one of the things that's been holding us up is our own wanting to bring everybody else into the fold, throwing us off, delaying us. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Now, crypto stock market's right,
Know
and
what you right, sis.
good observation. Good observation.
And to add on to that, brother, and to add on that, that's what I'm doing. Now, respectfully to all those that want to build with everybody, want to hold everybody's hand, that's cool. But see me, I'm taking my brother to my FBA from Chicago, and we building our own empire. And we not letting nobody in, bro. And if any Black American that's down, if any FBA is down with them, we not letting you in our empire. Cause I'm building a hell of an empire. I ain't just talking. I got resources and skills, baby, and I'm using it. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could show you
Hey,
something.
that's what we doing here, L. That's what we doing here. But I
So
want to say there will be agents that try to sneak in, and we know this. I'm not saying nothing new. Cosplay us and implode anything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? We
I'm not.
absolutely know this, and we just have to be aware.
Yeah, you would want to be a Welsh. Let me tell you something about a wolf in sheep clothing. They can always shade their skin, but they can't never change their smell. You got to smell them out. See, I smelled them out quick. You see, and he just gathering information. See, I ain't enlightening nobody. I just want to put it here on the guillotine, all of them. They parasites. Didn't the Bible tell y'all the locusts will come eat up the land? But y'all waiting on bugs? They already here. They already here. The locusts are here.
We know this, but yeah, I go
Third
back to
world
what we were
people,
talking
third
about.
world people, and first world people is immensible. They do not mix. Them are third world savages. And that's how I treat them. That's how I look at them. They peasants. They roaches. All
But
of them.
we didn't give him enough time. It's time for us to go back to what we was talking about.
All right. Let's do that, man. I mean, yeah, man. Let's try to go back to dreaming, man. So that's where we're at. We're on the I Have a Dream 2.0. We're talking about the things that
What were some of the things that were said?
we were talking about. Man, listen. Imagine an FBA ecosystem where we can build a dome of protection over our neighborhood. So when we do build the new Black Wall Street, the Black Wall Street 2.0, that nobody can BOMB us anymore.
Well, I got a question. I want to ask. I got one question since you said that. Okay, what about the black folks that have baby with black people that have baby with Arab women, Arab men? What about the one that having baby with the outside? What we do with them?
We
So
we
so
we
So, so let me.
There are people who first of all, we've had bi-ethnic people in our lineage for hundreds of years. That's not new. And like and if you're gonna talk about bi-ethnic people, you need to talk about their conduct only and not talk about the fact that they're bi-ethnic.
Correct.
Because we have people like Frederick Douglass. He was bi-ethnic. His daddy was white.
But I don't care about Frederick. I'm
Huey
gonna
P.
be that
Newton.
person.
We have but my point is that some of these people come from us in part, and so it should be based on merit. It should be based on conduct. It should be based on what they're doing for the people. If you had a baby with somebody, before the mainstream delineation movement, but you're on code now, I don't care about what you're doing in your personal life. As long as you're on code and it is now and it's for the people, that has nothing to do with me, and it's not my business. So like
I disagree.
there has to be a line in the sand drawn
Do
when it
you know
comes to
who?
that.
Do you know
That
who Nipsey Hussle is?
just because somebody has bi-ethnic children, that doesn't mean that that person is a hindrance to the lineage. It
Correct.
just simply means it's based off of what they do for the people. It's
Well, I'm not
based off
accepting
of
that.
how they as an individual are rearing those children in
I
terms
feel
of the
you.
culture.
I feel you, but personally, I'm not accepting none of that. I don't sleep
Do you
outside.
know? Do you know who Nipsey Hussle is, sir?
No.
You don't know who Nipsey
Wow.
Hussle is?
Yo, I heard that he's a rapper from California, right?
Yeah. Do you know how much he's done for the black community? Here, I'm from California. You know how much he's done for Compton, L.A., Watts? He's beloved. You know who Malcolm X is, sir?
He's bi-ethnic.
Malcolm X has Caribbean lineage,
Yeah.
and he's
His
I
mother
John
could
was
be
Maynard.
wrong.
Canadian.
I could be wrong. I mean, I
Do
could
you
be
know
wrong.
who John
I could say
Maynard?
Yeah,
spot.
on this one, brother, respectfully, you are wrong.
Do
Okay.
you
because
know who?
because
Do you know who
we
Farrakhan
have
is? Do you know
people
who
who are not
Farrakhan is?
bi-ethnic.
Okay.
Farrakhan has
Oh, if they're
Caribbean
down with the
lineage.
team. Oh, okay. Y'all win. Hey, y'all
Yeah,
win, baby.
like you
Y'all win,
can't do
baby.
that. You can't do
It
that.
really.
We have people
All right. All
who are
right.
bi-ethnic, who have always been on code their whole lives.
Okay. I'm cool with it.
I'm not saying, what I'm saying is somebody who's a sellout or somebody who we would call a raccoon. That's
Right.
not regulated to just by ethnic people. There
No.
could be full-blooded Black Americans and they can be raccoons and they can be
Oh,
sellouts.
okay.
So
Let's
this
be
has got to
correct.
be based off of their conduct. This has to be based off of how they were raised, if they were raised in the culture, their values, and what they do for the people.
Right.
If I come across somebody who has bi-ethnic children or who is a bi-ethnic and they are doing for the people and they are on code and they are talking and walking the right way, I'm not going to condemn them or turn them away because they're bi-ethnic. That's crazy. That's
All right.
insane.
No,
Hey,
we're gonna
y'all
keep.
got me.
No, we're not
Y'all got me.
attacking you, and because
No, no, no,
there's
no, 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 no. You rectify me. I'm not taking it like that. I'm actually
okay.
embracing
And
it.
I mean no disrespect to you, brother. I
No,
mean no
Queen,
Because
I'm
there's
disrespect.
embracing that. I'm embracing that. You don't see how I'm laughing now? I'm embracing that.
okay. Listen, because there's 40 people in the room, and no telling how many in the hallway. But it really, we operating on the consciousness
I
Right.
of.
respect that. I'm embracing that. Hey, man, I'm on y'all side now. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Only
I'm
thing
when
we
they
That's
can
wrong.
and that's
unify
for
with.
everybody though. With love, with
Right,
love.
with love.
The
With
only
love.
thing we can unify with is the black consciousness. If you don't have this black consciousness, we can't unify with you. Now, if you got
Totally
this
agree.
black consciousness, we can work with you. There's going to come a time where we are going to do business deals with Africa, business deals with the Caribbean. Probably not now, probably not right now, but sometime in the future. But when we do it, it's going to be on mutual respect and it's going to be done with a treaty. And you got to have the black consciousness because we can't trust you if you don't have the black consciousness. And the black
Amen.
consciousness
That's what I'm
can be
talking about.
taught. How do I know
That,
that the black consciousness can be taught? Because there's a group of people, there's a nation called the Nation of Islam, run by a man named Farrakhan, who is beloved in the black community. He's not full FBA, he's FBA, but he actually has Caribbean lineage. And this brother is effectively able to teach the black consciousness to drug dealers, to pimps, to gang members, to prostitutes, get them off the street, clean them up, and they are the most articulate men and women you can ever speak to. So as long as the black consciousness is teachable and people are able to learn it and catch it, they can become an ally one day. And that's what it's about, really. Black
And Monique, were you about to speak?
No, I'm just not on you, but I will be.
Okay. So Ellen, to your point, I'm bi ethnic, and
How
so
you
is my
doing, Too
daughter.
Much?
What's
Hi.
up, Dick? Hold on, Dick.
All right.
Go ahead, Ken.
I'll be fast. So I'm bi ethnic, and so is my daughter. My father's from South America. He's from Guyana. My daughter is half Nigerian. Um, I've grown up around Southern roots all my life. My family, I always tell people my family just recently came up out of the woods. Like our family, like we got some people in the city, but I got a lot of family still in the woods. And that's what I grew up around. So that's what I'm accustomed to. Thank you for the gifts. Also, um, to your point, a lot of the people that come here do not have the Black consciousness. But as the host just stated, it can be taught because I'm teaching Black consciousness to a Nigerian as we speak. He came here with that mindset that I think you forget, a lot of them come here with. He now understands that we come first. I've even taught him how to stand up to YT people. And that's something you never ever see an African do. He's standing up, he walking up to them, staring them dead in the eye, giving them the business because I taught him how to do that. This work can be taught. I just wanted to reiterate that.
Yeah, the black consciousness is everything, family. Without the black consciousness, we can't liberate ourselves. Without the black consciousness, we couldn't have understood what the blockchain is and what the blockchain's potential will be for our people. I definitely want to go back to dreaming. I understand that the energy of the room changed when the gentleman came in, but I also want to use that as a teachable moment for us so we can understand that this is the reason why we're delineating. This is the reason why we are saying the things that we're saying and we're moving the way that we are moving, because we understand that we know that we got people who are here to exploit us. They're not here to benefit us. They're not here to add to us. They're here to exploit us and extract and take. And we're, as a black community and as black people, we're tired of being drained. We're tired of getting the energy and the life sucked out of us so somebody else can live and thrive. We don't want to participate in destiny swaps. We don't want to participate in people coming over here leeching off of us our kindness and our goodness. We no longer want to extend the kindness that we once extended to other people. We only want to reserve that to people who are in our circle, in our group, part of our lineage. There's gonna come a time, though. There will come a time. One day we hope that they'll get it together and they'll unify over there in Africa. One day we hope that the Caribbeans will no longer be, in the shambles that they're in, and people won't be fleeing. They'll actually stay home. If they don't, sorry for them. But we are doing what we know to do as necessary, because we understand that we come from we have a unique history that's different than any other person on the planet Earth, and that's known by scientists and smarter people than some of us can be. That's known by, we know, everybody knows that our history is the most unique history on the planet Earth. Nobody could have or should have survived what we survived and still be able to be this resilient, this tough. We should have been wiped out a long time ago. We should have assimilated a long time ago. We should have been colonized mentally long time ago. But somehow it didn't work on us. That spirit that was born out of suffering is different from every other spirit. That ethnogenesis that we went through is different even from other people's ethnogenesis. Ours is special, ours is unique, and we can only give praises to the Most High and our ancestors. Nobody else gets credit for that, because we shouldn't have made it. And it's because of our ancestors that we did make it. So to talk bad about our ancestors is this enough. See, Pan-Africanism, what Pan-Africanism does, it teaches you to hate who you are and where you come from, and glorify somewhere you've never been, and the people you've never really grown up around. And that's insane, and that's crazy. We can't do that. You can't do
Too
that.
much. Did you block Leela?
Block who?
Leela.
Leela? Who's Leela?
Okay, somebody must have blocked her because I was getting ready to get in her behind about trying to attack my sister. She had to be gone, but okay, she gone. I think she
Okay.
gone.
Okay.
Oh
I
yeah,
guess I'm.
it might have been me. She was on my panel yesterday,
Yeah, I
calling
seen.
Black Americans the N word.
Yeah.
She was using the N word pejoratively in my chat
Mhm.
and saying all of this other crazy stuff. She said the Buffalo Soldiers were African slave traders. She said that, yeah, oh yeah, it's
Is
recorded.
this
You
the
can
Ain't
go
no
and
sense
Leela?
in
listen to it.
repeating the stuff she said. If you
She
got her
said,
blocked, you got her blocked.
Is
I
this
Don't
mean,
don't get.
is this the
You
Leela
know,
that
if
okay.
she on the list, she on the
I'm
list.
I'm just
hold on,
informing
Kevin.
people
Hold on,
what
Kevin.
happened. But yeah, she was
She
saying some wild
she was
shit.
just trying to attack her like personally. I ain't with that. I was
Is
finna
this
Yeah,
leave
I
her
is
get
this the
that.
alone.
Leela
I
that
understand it,
you
and yeah, I concur with you. I'm just saying, don't give her no airtime. Just
Fair enough, brother. Fair enough.
Yeah, I agree.
But I
uh
don't know if y'all know. I don't know if y'all know or not, but the Buffalo Soldiers was sold out. Them said they sold the red people out. They sold the copper people out, and then in the end they got the. Then in the white man kicked them in the ass. So I don't give a damn what the Buffalo Soldiers either. But they sold the red people out. They really did.
I'm gonna say, if they had a contract, they signed a contract. That don't mean they represent everybody.
That's right. And they had a lot of black ones right there in Jacksonville, Louisiana. I know my history. We had plenty of Buffalo Soldiers, black with curly hair, and them
I'll
niggas
say
was
this.
sellouts,
I'll say this: to
straight
diss the
sellouts.
Buffalo Soldiers is to actually diss our FBA who are in the military today. Because at the end of the day, when you're in the military, you signed up to follow orders, good, bad, or indifferent. And we want to celebrate all our foundational Black Americans who are overseas, who are fighting for this country. We we know all of it ain't good, but we want to make sure they come back. They still got dignity and they still got respect. And we don't ever want to diss our military because at the end of the day they are our protection. They are keeping us other countries from invading and overtaking us. So that's where I stand on that. However you feel about the Buffalo Soldiers, they're still us. That was a part of our history.
Yeah. At the end of the day, because there's a lot of curly head ones down in Louisiana and New Orleans. Man, after I read about my own people, I said these fools were dying of Jackson Berry. Read about the Buffalo Soldiers in New Orleans, Jackson Berry. Man. Boy, it hurt my heart. But hey, it is what it is.
All right, let me hear from go ahead, cousin. Go ahead, cousin, brother. You
Well,
up?
I wanted to say, when it came to the Pan African aspect and unity, I think they've mistaken kindness with cuts. They think because we embrace them with kindness that they get to take cuts in front of us and have their issue placed before us who consider ourselves foundational Black Americans. Listen, we love, that is what we do. That's the only thing we know how to do. I don't like you, but I love you. Okay? Well, how did my brother say it to me? I love you, but I don't give a fuck about you.
That's it. All right,
Okay?
Big.
I want what's best for y'all. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. What?
I thought you were done. I'm sorry. Go ahead, cousin. Go ahead, cousin.
No, listen. I'm just, at this point in time, I've listened to the young cats and I've listened to, the conversation for a good minute now. And I only came up really to say I liked the way this was going until old boy came up.
Hmm.
The idea of trying to, who dissing the elders is dissing us. He's talking about 25. I'm 60. He talking about they didn't do nothing. Man, he just, when
Don't
you
know.
hear this, my first assumption was, where are your people from then? Didn't he say he grew up on a base? And I hate to take it back to this, but oh my goodness. Anyway, which
Yeah. No, it's
the
something about.
delineation, right? That's I'm changing it right now. Going back to delineating. This is all this is, and this is why it has to be done. Delineation is nothing but another form of information being given out. Now you can accept the information you're given with grace and understanding, or you can fight it and think you have an argument against those of us who say this is who we're claiming to be. I'll stop it there.
Okay.
Listen, man, I got to get out of here too, man. But everybody, please do not forget the new Black media: Professor Black Truth, the Black Authority, 𝗤𝗂 Nasheed, Vicky Dillard, Black Alpha Network, Afro Elite, Phil Scott, and a host of other young brothers and sisters who are out here making sure that we are staying on code. And with that said, peace to the family.
Peace to the family. All right, Big. You've been here a while, brother. You've been listening.
You mean me, Dig?
Yeah, you did.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Well, I think I shared something to you yesterday. Did you join that live?
I don't think I did. I don't think I did.
Well, okay. There's a lot of issues going on with this subject everywhere. Sometimes right now at this point, I have to like try to filter the FBA who's kind of like really hateful and filter the ones who are really respectful and who really want to have a dialogue, who really want to separate yourselves, but at the same time you don't have the hate energy with you. You know what I mean? So I know there's some in both groups, both African and FBAs. So here's what I want to say to my African brothers and sisters, both Caribbeans and the ones on the continent who are here in the U.S. When I listen to the whole beef, the only thing I'm hearing is this. In fact, it's not the only thing I'm hearing. I'm hearing a couple of things, but the most important thing that I'm hearing right now is we as Africans, when we came over here, those who are born in Africa, because I wasn't born in Africa, but my heritage is from Africa. When you come over here, right? If you look at the way the Germans come over here, the Italians come over here, they have Italian Americans, they have German Americans, they have Irish, they have British, and all these different European Americans here, but they unite under one thing called white. White, okay? And that's how they move in the United States. So as Africans, when we come over here, we should have been doing the same thing too. But
you didn't. But you didn't. That's why we're in the position we're right now, because y'all come over here and want to blend in with them. But you didn't. And see, this is the outcome.
So Africans, leave your tribal behavior on the continent. You're in the United States of America. I want to say this to you. When you handle your issues on the continent, specifically like in Nigeria, right? Because I lived on the continent for 14 years. When you handle your issues according to your customary values in your tribal traditions. That's how your issues are handled. When you come over to the United States, your customary values and traditions do not carry weight over here. Not in the United States. Courts or anything is not recognized. Okay? So you have to unite under black. Okay? The only time I've seen us step up and stand up with black Americans is when George Floyd went out. Maybe you guys could prove me wrong, or no, I haven't done too much research on it. But when I see a lot of things going on with black people in this country when they were getting unalived by men in blue, especially all that got exposed on social media, I had to ask my BLK friends, I said, man, how long has this been going on? Because social media just started in 2008. I said, how much? Can you imagine what has been going on prior to social media? When they're out there marching, I don't see any of us marching with them. Am I lying? Am I lying? If you think I'm lying, say it in the chat.
It's definitely been profiled on social media.
So I
But I don't
know.
think there's many Africans and Caribbeans in the room, and I appreciate you saying that to them. But I don't think they're here. That many are here.
That's fine. You see, I don't know what happened. Most of you who grew up here, because I went back to Africa when I was 7, and for the first time, I was born in New Orleans, Louisiana. So I didn't grow up here in high school, so I don't know what happened to people in high school. But when I talked to some of my African brothers who came from Africa, who went to high school here at a younger age and grew up to become adults, I heard all the insults that were going back and forth between both groups. Let me tell you something. Since I came back to the United States at 21, for over 20 something years, I've only had beef with one BLK person. Okay? 2 brothers. And one of the brothers told me, say, yeah, these Africans don't like us, this, that. I didn't even know what was going on. I wasn't caught on to what was the beef that was going on between both ethnicities. But I fought 2 of them, right? But after that, we knuckled up. After that, a year, 2 years later, the older brother and me, we met, we were cool. We put all that shit to the side. Okay? And since that time till now, I haven't heard anybody call me an AF African booty scratcher. I mean, and I think, and I know some people have called you that, my African brother. I know, I definitely know. But I think it has to be the way you move. There's a way you gotta move. When you're in the black community, there's a way you gotta move, and when you move a certain way, you won't attract that type of energy to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I just want to go ahead and leave it like that. Okay, I learned too much.
Okay. Yeah, man. That's what needs to be done. Y'all need to talk to your people. Y'all need to talk to your tethers, and y'all need to let them know, because y'all don't know that's happening.
All that sound good, but hey, okay, let's try that in Africa first. Before we kumbaya and all become one over here, let's become one over there first. Let's try it over there first. Let's try it out.
Oh yeah, definitely. Listen,
Let's try that first. Let's try that first, my man.
definitely.
Take me to Africa. Take me to Africa and embrace me like the same way you wanted to embrace you over here. Take me to Africa. Take me over there, right? Let's go over there and let's see y'all do the same thing for us over there. Houses, build businesses and everything. I want to get some business over there. I got a lot of things I can do over there in Africa, right in your backyard. Now, then we're going to start seeing. We're not going to start over here first. We're not going to do that. We're going to start over there first from the motherland, right? We're going to start there first, and then we're going to work our way over here. Let's do that. Then we know it's real. Because we already know what's happening over here, right? So then we'll start over there in Africa first. Then we're going to take that same energy and transfer it over here.
Yeah, I understood. You see, there's another thing, my African brothers. Don't ever tell a BLK American that what part of are you African, or what part of how do they say it too much? I don't know how they say it, but to be frank, how do you expect the BLK people to know what tribe they come from? Yeah, they have some African ancestry, but I'm telling you right now, they're not going to know which tribe they belong to. And all that is because of the names that got changed and all this other stuff, right? Language, who knows? Those are cultural things. So the only thing what I'm hearing is that now they have to form their own tribe right here in the United States, form their own thing, and they gotta be on their own. But when we Africans come here, we gotta unite under Black consciousness. That's all it is.
That's it, and that's all. That's it, and that's all, man. If you don't have the Black consciousness, we can't be allies. We can't unite. We can't break bread, because anything contrary to that is undermining the foundation of Black Americans, and we're not going to allow any group, YT or immigrant Black, to undermine us, or Hispanic to undermine us. We're not going to allow that, But if you have the Black consciousness, you can kick it for a little bit. Now that don't mean you get access to all the doors. You get access to the inner room, because we don't get access to the inner African room. We just don't. We get the hospitality of Africans when we go to Africa, but that's about it. That's about it. You're not going to
They
be
get that
invited into
GA
their
ticket.
politics. You're not going to be invited into, into their innermost inner rooms and their tribal meetings and their tribal. You're not going to get invited in there. You're going to get hospitality, and that's really all we owe anybody is hospitality. We don't owe y'all. Y'all don't got to come to the cookout. We don't owe y'all that. But kindness can be extended anywhere. But the problem with foundational Black American kindness is y'all always take it for weakness. And we're just tired of that. We're just tired of it. So it's better that you tell your brethren, and I hope they listen to you, because the climate has changed over here. We're no longer accepting the disrespect of the Essence Fest, of the BET Awards, of any kind of we're no longer respecting them playing our Black iconic heroes anymore in these movies. We're no longer respecting how they mistreat some of us when we spend money at their businesses, a la their hair braiding shops. We're no longer accepting the disrespect of being generic African to continental African. And here's what we're telling people, whether they believe it or not. We are indigenous, at least to the United States, because we were here before there was the United States. And a lot of us understand and know that we've always been here. Now, who cares what century somebody migrated up out of Africa? Because it was all one continent at one time. Who cares what century it happened? It happened. And we've been over here for thousands and thousands of years, and we built up beautiful things. We have more pyramids than y'all have on your continent. We have more iconic buildings that are still standing that you may not know that we built. Y'all don't even these white people done spun so many lies and so many narratives that y'all don't really understand the advanced tools and the buildings and the structures that we have here. If I can just tell y'all this, if y'all can look up Chicago before 1891, before it burnt down and they had to rebuild it again, y'all will see some of the things that we had popping in Chicago. Chicago almost looked like you was in a heaven on earth situation. It almost kind of looked like you had like pillars of, they would tell you those are what's the word I'm looking for? They would tell you those are like 16th century European pillars over there in Chicago, but it wasn't. It was foundational Black American indigenous excellence that built up over there. They may have given it to somebody who was supposedly from Haiti and say he founded it, but we definitely built over there, and we was already there. We got tribes like the 𝗖𝗄𝗄𝘵 up in Buffalo, New York. We got tribes like the 𝗔𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗂𝘁. Some people know it as the Cherokee or the Blackfoot. We got indigenous Black tribes, Seminole Indians, that were here. And we shouldn't have to keep explaining that to y'all over and over again. Because if the white man lied to y'all, if the white man lies to everybody, maybe you're not getting the correct history. Why we're still trying to figure out why you believe some of the lies this white man is saying. Because we didn't stop believing it. We know the truth. We understand what's going on, and we're walking in the truth. We took accountability. The first thing we did to take back our power, which was genius, was we renamed ourselves. We said we are foundational Black American. We didn't wait for a political movement, a government to say, oh, you're no longer Negroes, you're this now. No. We said, this is who we are. We are foundational because we are the very foundation of this country. We are Black, not by skin, but because of the consciousness and the terror that we've went through. And we are Americans because we are the original copper-colored people found here by Europeans. We understand and know that we mixed in. That if there was an African ancestry, it's a small African ancestry because we've already been here. And if it is an African ancestry, it's an ancient one that probably predates even the very Africans that are living on that land today. Because there was no such thing as Nigeria. There was no such thing as Ghana when our ancestors were here. It was called something else. We are the true copper-colored Americans. We are the very definition of American, according to the Webster's Dictionary of 1828. And if y'all can't accept that, y'all can't be in the same room with us. Y'all can't share the same spaces because there's always going to be one true person in the room, and there's always going to be one op in the room. And we don't want ops in our neighborhoods. We don't want ops around us. We want people. We want true allyship comes through mutual respect. If you can't respect us for who we say we are, and we got the receipts to prove we are, then there's no reason for you to be over here. You need to go back to your country. Because that's the next step. That's the next step is we got to ship y'all out. Because y'all keep saying to yourselves that we don't have power, but we gonna keep showing y'all we do. We got rid of the Democratic Party. And if we really want to, we can get rid of them forever. And I hope that we choose to do that because those political parties never served us. If we can get rid of one of them out the paint, let's get rid of one of them altogether. Let's destroy one of them at least because we got them. We got the Democratic Party down so bad, we might as well just stomp them out so they never come back again. And then we need to start thinking towards building our own political party that represents our beliefs and our foundations and our principles. That's what we need to. That needs to be the second biggest party. There should be a Republican Party for everybody else, and then there should be a foundational Black American Party for those who have the Black consciousness. And we need to build the Black consciousness so that it overtakes these other parties. And we need to infiltrate the political system and the corrupt shadow government that we're all under, and this system of white supremacy. The Black consciousness is always going to be the one weapon that we have that nobody else has. That's what's going to keep us safe and sound. That's what's going to build this FBA ecosystem. That's what's going to protect our communities from being harmed ever again. And that's how we're going to put our foot on the devil's neck and stamp them out for good. When we cut that head off, the tail is done. The tail is done. And I always say it like this: our weapons of warfare are not carnal. Our weapons of warfare are more powerful than even their BOMBs, their WMDs, their military. Our weapons of warfare is way more powerful than that. And when we combine our spiritual weapons with our carnal weapons, we're a force that this world don't ever want to see. So I don't know about y'all, man. I'm all for building a floating city. I'm all for building a community and protecting our people and uplifting our women, uplifting our children, uplifting our men. I'm all for the matriarch and the patriarch working in unison together. I am not for independent anything. I am for interdependence in everything because that is our power. When we realize that our name and we take pride in our lineage and in our family, that's power. The moment we start moving like Pan-Africanists and thinking that Black culture is dirty, evil, wicked, and everybody else's culture is better than ours, that's that infiltration talk. That's the matrix. That's a matrix attacking us. That's mental and psychological warfare on ourselves. We don't need that. We need to be instilling competency and confidence in our youth and in our elders. That's what we need. Confidence and competency and pride in who we are. That's what's going to take us. That's what's going to move the needle for us.
Amen, Pastor. Amen, Pastor. Amen.
Go ahead, Monique. You
So,
want to say something?
yep, just remind people to get on, download TG, and get on TG.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking we need to do some code coaching,
Yes.
and like that's probably one of the very first things we need to do is code coaching
Yeah.
and Constitution.
We got to listen. I need everybody to get on the Telegram. You can
What's
get on.
that, Mama?
I'll tell you how
If
you
your
get on
mama
the
asks,
Telegram.
what's code coaching? If y'all mama asking, I don't know the topic.
It's just helping people get on code and use the right lingo.
Oh, code culture. Oh, okay, I got it. They say code culture. Code.
Yeah, we got to get on the code. The code is there is no leaders in FBA. But the code is the leader, and the dream is in the code. By the way, the dream is not in me. It's in the code. The code bursts the dream. When we put all our hopes and our aspirations in the code, and the code teaches the children, the code runs the land, man, everything we ever wanted is possible at that point. Because they can unalive this human body, but they can't kill the spirit, and they can't kill the word. The word is the code. The word is God. God is the word. The word is the code. It's built into our DNA. Our DNA is full of code. So it's written in our hearts already. We know what we should do and what we should say at all times because it's written in our very DNA, and it's in our spirit. It's attached to our soul.
In fact, and that's why I do what I do, man. And I'm gonna show you something. This what made me start maximizing my Louisiana superpowers. See, when I realized that our resources.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
See, when I started realizing that our resources is more important to them than it is to us, that what made me tighten my game up. When I started seeing our resources, I'm gonna say it one more time. When I realized that with these Africans and these immigrants, when I realized our resources is more important to them than it is to us, that what made me start getting tight.
That's it, brother. You need to go on the Telegram, brother. If you're not on, get on the Telegram, brother. Send me a message, and I'll get you on the Telegram.
Yes, sir.
Send me a message, and I'll get you on the Telegram.
Will do.
I need y'all in the Telegram. Ishmael, I need you in the Telegram, sweetheart. I need you in the Telegram. I need y'all. If you're in the audience and you are a Foundation of Black American, I need you in the Telegram. There's some strategies. There's some things that we're talking. There's some things that we're building that involve the FBA ecosystem that I want everybody out. Listen, I can't say everything on here. And matter of fact, people don't want me to. People, listen, the family's always trying to be like, shh, be quiet. So I need y'all on the Telegram so I don't have to hold myself back. I can really say what needs to be said and what needs to be done. We can truly speak freely over there than we can over here. So if you're a foundational Black American, you need to get on the Telegram, the FBA Coin Telegram. There's two ways you can get on it. If you go to fbacoin.org, scroll down to the bottom where it says join us, there's a Telegram button right there. Click that Telegram button and join.
Can I ask something when you're done?
Hold on. Inbox myself or inbox Monique, and we can get you in the Telegram right away. We can send you the link right there to get you on the Telegram right away. We need 100. We need to fill the Telegram with a minimum of 100 FBA people, and then we can start calling shots, and then we can start.
Count me in. Count me. I'm working right now, but I will inbox you. But count me in.
You inbox me, brother, and I got you. And then we can start making some moves. And we're gonna grow past 100. We're gonna go past 100 in Telegram. I just want you to know we're gonna grow past that. But we need to start with everything starts with 100. Then we can start getting our founder NFTs ready for our family, and we can start doing the things that we need to do so we can move. Because I want to release this coin. I'm ready to release this coin. I'm gonna do about 50, maybe even 100 more tests on this coin just to be double confirmed. But I know one thing I can respect about having other people on your team and other people pushing you is other people holding you accountable. It's not just me anymore, family. I got other people holding me accountable, making sure that I don't make any mistakes, making sure that this project doesn't fail. That's the key. It's one thing when you're fighting by yourself, but when you got somebody else fighting just as hard as you are for the same things, man, we're going to make things happen. When 2 or 3 are gathered together, anything is possible. I want y'all to drill that in. That's Bible, by the way. They say God is in the midst, but when God is in the midst, that's like saying anything is possible, right? So when 2 or 3 are gathered, 2 or 3 of us FBAs are gathered, anything is possible. 1 can slay 1,000, 2 can slay 10,000. So if we keep that mindset, we can conquer anything. Go ahead, Dig, real quick, because we about to close out. Go ahead, Dig.
Yeah, I want to LMC food. You there, brother? Okay. Anyways, let me. I could just ask the panel. So you said resources. Africans are using resources. Help me understand, because I'm trying to understand this. I mean, maybe I should do some research on that, but help me understand. Are they getting resources while they haven't got their green card status yet, or is it after they get their green card status?
No, I say immigrants, all immigrants. When I realized that immigrants are coming, are using our resources, feel like our resources is more important to them than it is to us, right? That would make me tighten my game up. See, I mean, I don't know if you caught that, but my people caught that.
Listen to him again. He's right. When y'all come over here, y'all take advantage a lot more than some of the things that we should be taking advantage of. Some of the things that we take for granted, y'all don't necessarily take for granted because y'all come from a place that don't have those same resources and opportunities.
Okay.
If you're born here, you might take those resources for granted because you're like, we have to, it's nothing. We
right, because it's the same thing. It's the same thing like us in Africa with all the natural resources in the earth under our feet, but we're not making any use of it.
You're not even making the tools to pull it up out of there. We gotta sell y'all the tools to get your own natural resources.
Okay, gotcha.
So obviously we are taking more advantage of the resources over there than you are taking advantage of those resources because you have those they're on the ground where you guys are at. You just walking over.
Right. Same thing.
Over here it's like, okay, bam. So same thing when we created a lane that we built for our people and other people come over there and see that they don't have that lane necessarily where they come from, they're gonna take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
And L&M is right on point with what he's saying. He's saying, hey, when I realized they look at our resources more important. They coveted our resources more than we coveted it. Then he had to step up on his game and get it popping. And brother, I gotta try the food, brother. I gotta try the food, L&M. I gotta try the food, brother. I don't know if you can come down to California or you can send me a plate some way somehow. I don't know how that's gonna happen, brother. But I gotta get a plate, brother. I gotta get a plate.
Man, soon I figure out a week. For what? Give me about 3 weeks. Why would I start doing up here in Chicago? Just watch in 3 weeks. Man, I'm about to build a food chain so powerful, so strong. The recipes I have, don't nobody have them in the United States. But you got to be from where I'm from. You got to be one of my lineage to have these resources, these recipes.
Y'all don't know about that buttermilk pie down there, do y'all?
Buttermilk pie. I know, and I know.
Oh Lord!
Here we go. Here we go.
I got the secret recipe.
Yeah.
The family recipe.
What I'm talking about. That's money, man. That's money.
Anybody know about buttermilk pie? Come on, man. Somebody from the South gotta know about buttermilk pie. Buttermilk
pie? What kind of pie? Pumpkin pie? Sweet potato pie?
Milk pie.
I'm gonna ask my mama. I'm gonna see, because she ain't never cooked it.
Your grandmama, she gonna know.
Let me ask my grandma. I'm too. I'm sure go after.
If y'all don't know about buttermilk pie, boy.
That sound good, buttermilk pie too. That sound shit. That shit sound warm and good.
It's on the same level as a cheesecake.
It
don't taste like no cheesecake, but it's on the same.
That.
It's on the same level as a cheesecake. So man, listen, we need to get a buttermilk pie business brewing in our community, and it's gonna be like they gonna be like Jesus.
You in
Y'all
LA? You in
taste them bean
Compton?
pies? Y'all taste them bean pies, right? Them custards, them bean
Yeah.
pies. Okay, it's on that level. It's on
Okay,
that
what part
level.
of California you in?
I'm in Southern California. Southern California.
Southern California. All
I'm
right,
down here.
cool.
I'm down there. I'm not too far from
I
that.
really don't care for the West Coast too much, but since you're a brother, I'm going to stretch out there. I'm going
But
to
the
come
West
out there.
Coast, I don't want to say it to you, brother, but the West Coast is the best coast, brother. I don't want to say it. I don't want to just shame everybody for living outside of the West
But
Coast.
this in-house beef, right? That's it. Now this conversation, this in-house conversation. This in-house beef. So we're going to leave that in-house alone.
The West Coast is the best coast. I'm gonna let you know, but you come out here, you might not want to. You know, if it wasn't for the prices, maybe you probably wouldn't want to leave, brother. It's not,
That's
it's,
Yeah, you
That's
up
my
here
see.
being
I'm
divisive with
glad you
that
say
kind of
that.
talk right
Because
there. That's that
guess what,
divisive
brother?
talk.
Would you pay for $30? I pay for $3 in New Orleans.
you know,
See what
you
I'm
won't
saying?
get no you won't get no sunshine and rain at the same time, but you'll get your sunshine, you get your rain. You know, if you
If
want
the
your
price,
snow, you go up to the mountains. You know what I'm saying? We keep it clean out here. We separate the beans from the macaroni and cheese out here. They don't mix. You
okay,
understand what
all
I'm saying?
right. You see, separate the beef from the
Separate the beans from the
macaroni.
macaroni and cheese. They don't mix. You know, we keep them separate, but
Yeah,
we eat them
but
separate.
it's the
That's all.
prices, bro. Like I'm in Chicago, man. I bought a pound of shrimp up here, man. It cost me $27 and some change. When I go right at home in New Orleans and pay $3 for it.
Mm, mm.
You see
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
it's gonna be about that over here, man. I ain't gonna lie to
Right.
you. It's gonna be about
That's
the same
right.
over here.
And then I'm getting mine fresh out the water. I gotta go to the store and get this here. See, I get my food fresh out the water. I don't
That's
shop.
right.
See, I get my shit natural. That's why I love Louisiana so much.
Yeah. You got them fishing boats out there, them shrimp boats.
Oh, all that's in my family. My uncle got shrimp boats. We got shrimp boats. We got fishing boats, oyster boats. All that's in my family. I go to my uncle's and get all.
Now, brother, how can we package that up and ship that to 50
Hey,
states?
like that's what I'm gonna get with my mama.
That's
See,
what you got to work on, brother, because a lot of
that shit
our
expensive.
people. Go
See, I
ahead.
drive truck. I come out better. Get one of my homeboy truck. I got a reefer trailer now. I got an 18. My homeboy. Well, not me per. I drive truck, but I got homeboys that got Peterbilt with reefer trailers. So it won't be enough for me to drive out there
Man,
and drop a load off 10, 20,000
you gonna
pounds.
have to figure out
I'm
a
gonna
way
inbox you.
on how to keep
I'm gonna inbox you.
the essence and the freshness of the food and transfer it to all 50 states because we building this ecosystem, brother, and we don't want brothers have to always travel up to Chicago or travel down to Louisiana. We want to be able to go boop boop, and we know it's going to be here in 1 to 2 days. That's
And
what we
that's what
want.
I'm putting together. I don't want to talk too much on this here because we're going to conclave with this. But that's why I see I got food resources. I got that. Seafood resources. I have it. I promise you. I have that. I have
Okay.
that on lock.
Okay. Well, hit me up in
Leave it
the
like
background. I'm about to end the live and let everybody speak.
yeah.
Get their last words in. I gotta let my boy Crypto speak. Make sure you hit me up in the background. Hit myself or Crypto or Monique up in the background so we can get everybody the Telegram. Y'all need. I listen. Y'all not gonna stop hearing me preach about the Telegram, y'all. So y'all might as well just.
No, man. No, I'm going. I'm in my dump truck right now, right? So I'm gonna run these last little 3-4 loads, pick up my check, and I'm gonna inbox you, brother.
All right. Inbox.
Please, I love y'all,
I'm
man.
gonna
I
send
love
you a
y'all.
link. All you gotta do is copy and paste the link into your browser, and it's gonna get you right onto the Telegram. Also, make sure you go to your Play Store and download the Telegram. You're gonna get in contact with myself, Monique, or Fanny, and I don't know what I gotta talk to Fanny. We're like, okay, anyway, myself, and we're gonna walk you through how to set up your Telegram because you might not want your real name on there. You might not want your phone number on there. So we're gonna show you how to remove all that stuff off so you can still be who you are in the Telegram. But we just want to show you how to set it up and set it up the right way. And we're not hiding it, man. You know, you got to understand, man. If a message didn't come from if it just because it has my picture on it or has anybody doesn't mean it's them. Make sure you know that you're talking to the right people when you're on the Telegram. Make them turn on their camera. You can turn your camera on so easy on the Telegram, and people can see that you're a real person and you're not pretending to be somebody that you're not. So understand that those things happen everywhere you go, even on social media, even on TikTok, it can happen. Yeah, you know, I remember I was in some room talking to a lady that called herself Crypto Chick. The moment I left her room, I got an email from Crypto Chick, and Crypto Chick had like one follower. So it was a dummy account, somebody pretending to be this person, and they were trying to sign me up or sell me something. So we're never going to do that, brother. We are using the Telegram only for FBA coin updates and FBA business. So we talking strategy and we're talking solutions always, and we're talking the stuff that we can't necessarily talk on these social media streets. So get in the Telegram. Anybody got some last words? I'm gonna let Crypto close this out. Anybody got some last words? Monique? Okay.
I love you guys. Let's get it. Now we rise.
All right. Dig, you got any last words, brother?
I
Monique?
say unity, unity, unity under black consciousness all day, all day, all day. All right.
There you go. Monique?
Uh, the 16081, your account is private, so you're gonna have to converse with one of us to get in because we can't see you and stuff. But everybody else, peace and love, and stay focused and protect yourself, and let's do it.
All right, Crypto, go ahead and close this out, brother.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good. Yeah, I'm glad we back on the right page. The room is set different. Man, everybody who got, and this is to FBA, to everybody who got like businesses and things, you got skill sets. We need that. You know, that's gonna help us build everything. In order for us to get your businesses out there, you need to connect with us so we can share that amongst the family, so we can integrate that. People who got skills and services, connect with us. We got to figure out how are we going to integrate that. Everything is not about investing. It's about building a ecosystem. It's about working together and putting our resources together. You know, I say this all the time. I'm big on education. So I want us to put the people who could teach whatever it is that you teach, whether it's construction, whether it's HVAC, whether it's sewing, knitting. We got to get together to be able to hand that down. You speaking about buttermilk pie. These are type of recipes we got to be able to hand down and, you know, let everybody know about. So as we build and grow, the family will understand what unity mean a lot more. That's what I'm saying. You know, we are so much stronger united. This diaspora war, everybody throwing us off and we defending ourselves and we got to explain this and that. Y'all know when we amongst ours, we ain't got to explain nothing. It is what it is, and we know what it is. So let's just get to the basics. Let's not be just talking about it. Tap in. Right now, I'm about to be active so I can get everybody acclimated into the TG. You know, I believe we on day 2 of really pushing or whatever, and we're gonna add everybody one by one. This is gonna be our hub. It's a chance that they could take TikTok away. That's a chance. So if they take it away, we still got a place to talk and handle business and be on code. So make sure you connect and get to the Telegram. It's very few of us right now, but in the next 3 months, that's gonna be our hub to really talk about FBA business. So if you're not following me, give me a follow, send a message out. I'm active right now. I get you acquainted with the TG. I walk you through anything. I even show up on the Telegram, help you, walk you around. So that's gonna be our new hub, our new spot. I see it in about really in the next 3 months. It's gonna be like if you ain't in there, you really ain't FBA. That's what it's gonna be, because that's gonna be where we get the code. That's where we're gonna get the next meeting, the next move, the next push. So lock in, family. Let's not talk about it. Let's be about it. Let's unite.
That's it. Hey, family. Great show today, man. Everybody on the panel, man. Salute to everybody, man. Everybody stood on business. Y'all said some great things. We had a little bit of an energy, and I'll take blame of that, man, because I take, again, I like to use those moments to tighten up our delineation, right? So maybe sometimes I might spend too much time on that, and that's my fault. But we gonna keep the solutions coming, and we're gonna keep it rolling, and we're not gonna allow the energy to dissipate in the room by one person. We're gonna bring the energy. We're gonna bring it back, and we're gonna get back to dreaming again and building this FBA. This FBA ecosystem is gonna be phenomenal, family. Once we build it, again, we already got the FBA coin is already minted. They can't change that. We're just putting the final key touches to it. And we really got some more to do because we're coming in with the 𝗏 next. Once we get this coin out, our next thing is to get the 𝗏 out. Once we get the 𝗏 out, it's game over. And we're looking for highly smart, highly intelligent thought leaders who can see the future to add to this think tank type of 𝗏 where we discuss foundational Black American solutions and bring it to the table and then act on it. The FBA coin is going to be the action to the think tank. The think tank's going to talk and discuss it. The FBA coin is going to put it in motion. Does that make sense? With that being said, family, peace, love, reparations, and the blockchain. Everybody enjoy your morning. Take care.